Yeah, it's not a pee break because we've just started. We've barely.
Nope.
I mean,
there you go.
we haven't even really started.
We're here.
Although,
though.
I mean, I will say our bladders probably aren't what they used to be.
That's for sure.
But not a pee break yet.
No.
This is what happens when Voldo flies into town. I would say falls into town, but flies
falls down
into town. Yep. Suddenly the cameras get turned on. It's
true.
lights, camera, action.
Now
here in the studio,
I am petrified because nothing, has gone wrong yet.
Don't say that.
I mean the setup, the connection, the fact that we're actually on Twitch and YouTube tonight. That is impressive.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at Twitch, and I actually see us, so that's a good sign.
Unbelievable.
YouTube, I don't know what's happening here. It looks, on my version, it's very far behind.
Has it caught up? Yeah, drag that over there. There we go.
Oh, no.
Go to live? Is there?
Where is that?
I don't think there is. Just have to.
What do you have to do?
All the way to the right?
All the way to the right? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, look at us. Hey, victories. Come on. We're winning. It's all wins tonight.
We are. And I have to do something because as much as I don't like to be self-deprecating, when I look at this thing, oops, not that thing.
We'll look at that later.
This, where is it? Right here. Okay. Okay, so let me just freeze that for a second. God, I look a lot younger there than I do
so
now.
Much younger.
What the hell happened?
That was one whole pandemic ago.
It was so long ago that the two guys on the right have completely disappeared from society. I don't know what happened to either of them.
Fallen off the flat earth. They are gone.
They went too far to the edge, close to the edge, and they're gone. That's what's happening here. Yeah. So I wish I don't know. I guess I shouldn't dwell on it. No, I don't know I don't know. I'm not sure.
The last time we had a 10-minute scramble for Sacco to show up.
Oh yeah. Oh, remember that? Yeah. We were scrambling for him to show up, and we had to set up equipment for him to show up. He needed
his own camera and his own mic and several beers.
You know what a diva he is. I mean,
lots of shots.
Come on. Yeah, so last night, Voldo came out for the gig that I had last night. He ended up getting up on stage and taking over the show a couple times.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That was fun.
Like a moment of my life that I've always wanted, and it was very cool. So
it was fun.
Thankful to the whole fam for being there.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know a lot of the folks that are joining us here, and by the way, welcome to everybody. We're glad you want to take time out of your. What day of the week is this?
I don't even know. It's Friday, isn't it?
This is Friday.
Holy cow! It's early Friday though, so it doesn't feel like.
I'm so messed up because I gigged last night, and that was a Thursday, and I generally don't play on a Thursday night, but. Anyway, what was it? Now I forgot my point. Oh, thanks for joining us on your Friday night.
Yeah.
As we get started here, but the thing is, I don't remember what the thing is. That's the problem. I was going to say,
place,
I think I was going to say
music.
Okay, so the gig. So I was originally scheduled to play. It's the opening of Alumni Weekend in Oneonta, the city that we grew up in, and it's very close to where I am in Cooperstown, and Voldo's mom still resides in Oneonta.
Yes, she does.
And it was Alumni Weekend, and my college band was supposed to do a reunion show and play for the opening of Alumni Weekend. Well, my college band, just like they did in college, all flaked out. And I had to scramble to put a band together, and I play a lot of music with my sister and her husband and my son and my nephews. We do that like at family picnics and stuff. So we kind of threw it together and got up on stage, and that's what we did last night.
Pretty cool.
And we just had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was loose. It was loose and easy.
Yep.
And it was fun.
2-hour set, and it was good.
Yeah, definitely. Don't we all wonder what happened to our looking younger? I know, Jeannie. That's just the thing. God. I see and hear you guys. You're on YouTube. Okay, good. Yeah, back in the basement. No. Well, to the radon thing, it's borderline. We're not going to be here long enough to worry about it.
That's right. It's true.
But I can't accommodate more than myself up in my office studio. So we're here. We're here braving the radioactive materials.
I was never made aware of that.
What's that?
This is a radon.
I have a mitigation system in here, but I had some testing done, and one of it's actually, I'm not sure, I don't remember which room it was now, but one of them is just slightly elevated. Oh. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to screw around with that.
That's an old basement problem, isn't it? Though?
Yeah, it is.
Really
and honestly, previously, I was spending 5-6 hours a day here every day. Oh. So
now we're getting the explanation. Yeah. Now we know why the aging has happened.
Is that what it is? This radon gas is making me look old? Holy cow. I think it's that and the 30 COVID pounds I've put on since 2019.
Yes.
That's done it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Last time we were on, Voldo, we were doing a Conradathon thing. We did like 4 weeks in a row or something. We did more than that. Was it more?
It's funny because at the end of it, we tried to validate which one was which, and we realized there's one that's missing.
Yes.
That doesn't exist anywhere in like recorded history.
Yes.
But it was like 7 movies.
Yeah.
And we only missed one. So I mean, it was more than 4. It was a couple of months.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, we missed Joe.
Yeah. Hey guys. Hey guys. What's going on here? Remember that guy?
Regardless of the character.
Yeah.
That's the voice. Doesn't matter. Hey, I'm the mayor. What's up?
Yeah, he was Conrad's Leo Gorcey
He was.
imitator, basically, because that's. And the funny thing is, and I actually found them on my phone. I'm going to save them. Maybe this October we get close to Halloween, we'll do another Conradathon or something. But I found the interviews I did with Conrad when I was sitting in his half destroyed trailer down in West Virginia a few years back. And it was probably an hour's worth of stuff in there. I'll have to edit it up, pull out some stuff because he tells some great stories. And Leo Gorcey comes up a lot. And if you don't know who Leo Gorcey is, if you watched any of the Bowery Boy movies from they're from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, well, 40s and 50s primarily. He was the main guy. What did they call him? Chief? Not Satch. Satch was what's his name? He's such a great comedian too.
Yes. Oh God, no, I can't remember.
What the hell's his name? It starts with an H.
Hang on.
What is it? Hold on.
You're going to get it before I do.
Hunts Hall.
Oh, nice.
Hunts Hall.
Wow.
Right?
Yep.
And I don't know what you ate for dinner, but I'm getting a lot of whiffs of it over here.
It is. It's, it was.
You can see how close I am to Voldo.
Shrimp and garlic, man. Shrimp and garlic.
Shrimp and garlic.
Yeah, it was.
That makes a lot of sense.
So
makes
good.
a lot of sense. Yeah. Hunts Hall.
That's all. There you go.
Anyway, so Leo Gorcey was chief, or what was it? Muggsy, right?
The leader.
Muggsy Malone.
Was he the leader? Or was
he was the leader.
He was the leader.
He was the leader.
Yeah.
And Conrad had this fascination with Leo. I don't know if they were friends or what, but so that the long story to get back to the Joe character, whatever the hell his name was obviously Conrad Brooks is reliving his days knowing Leo Gorcey.
Yeah, the hat was the giveaway. I think that was the it did a very base impression. But yes, we get it and we understood.
We got it.
We got it. I mean, that's all that matters.
So I'm trying to remember, was it Groucho Marx that stole Leo Gorcey's wife, or was it Leo Gorcey that stole Groucho Marx's wife? One of the two. I don't remember which way it happened. Yeah.
But they were different eras.
I mean, Gorcey was younger.
Yeah.
But,
so maybe that's
20
the way it
years. I mean,
Fair
still.
enough.
Yeah. I think.
Wow.
I think Gorcey stole
Groucho's
wife. Something like that. Somebody look that up.
I'm gonna look that up.
Look that up, please. Who stole whose wife? Was it Groucho stealing Gorcey or Gorcey stealing Groucho? By the way, I started to get these constant ads posts popping up on my Facebook feed. A Night with Groucho, and I can't remember the actor's name, but he does a stand-up thing or a one-man show impersonating Groucho Marx.
Nice.
I'm really anxious to see it. I'm a huge Marx Brothers fan.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to see that.
What was the Bowery Boys were kind of a knockoff of the Marx Brothers? I mean, it was kind of in between them and whatchamacallit?
Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about a knockoff. It was really kind of a distinct. They started out as the East Side Kids. That was what it started as, and Leo Gorcey and Hunts Hall. People probably have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
No, I know.
That's
okay.
you and
I do.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
So Leo Gorcey and Hunts Hall were just kind of characters in this group of kids known as the East Side Kids. There were others that were, I think Jackie, which one? Not Coogan. Is it Coogan?
Jackie Coogan, yeah. Well, no, Jackie Coogan was...
He was the fat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not him. It's the other Jackie. Jackie...
oh, God.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
Anyway.
It's that other Jackie.
With you.
Anyway, they were all a part of this. Kind of like the Little Rascals, but older. And they older with teenage problems versus little kid problems.
That's interesting. So we, I mean, and then we in our lifetime have gone through Saturday Night Live and Second City Television, and the Kids in the Hall and the State, and there just seems to always be kind of that gang comedy group.
Yeah.
The Broken Lizard, not the Broken Lizard, the guys who did Super Troopers and Beer Fest and I mean, that's the more modern version of that, but it's the same thing. I mean, you've always got those kind of group comedies that do pretty well.
Yeah. By the way, Jeannie pointed out it's Frank Ferrante that impersonates Groucho Marx, and that is exactly the name I've seen scrolling through my Facebook page. Yeah, but my grandfather used to love the Bowery Boys, and every Saturday on one of the channels that we would get out of New York City, they'd play a Bowery Boys movie. And I just remember sitting there with him, and he'd be laughing up a storm, and that alone makes me like them and want to watch. I actually have the full DVD collection of the Bowery Boys
luck
films.
With that.
Yeah, I know. Although I do like the fact I like having hard copies of these things.
Oh, I agree with that.
Because things are being edited and changed. I'm like, I don't want you to change my stuff.
I've seen a lot of that very recently.
What's that, change stuff?
Yeah. I follow Hollywood guys on Twitter, and one of these guys is an ILM engineer. And he goes through and says, yeah, they're doing this. They took out these 20 seconds. They changed this. They, the one thing is they've taken, in order to fit on high-def screens, whatever they are, 16:9.
Yeah.
Right? In a 3:2 ratio TV, you couldn't expand that out. So what they have to do is they sort of show you stuff on the outside of the image that you've never seen before.
Yeah, right.
And there's a scene in like Friends where in the boys' apartment they come in the door, and right next to the door is the phone, and then there's a piece of wall, and then there's a hole in the wall.
Really?
Like they just bricked it in, I mean, it's got 2x4s and everything. You're not supposed to see that on TV. It would be cut out normally.
Right.
But yeah, all of these things now have this because of the aspect ratio and
right.
the need for that extra stuff. There's some hands that are in things and microphones and all those sorts of things. Oh, there's a hand. Look at that. There's a hand right there. So that's coming from the wrong side. Oh, that way. Oh, I get it. It's reversed. Oh, okay. We have a monitor over there that shows us what we're doing the wrong way. It's not a mirror. It's the actual image that everybody sees, and that's confusing to us.
It is so confusing because you used to see.
I know. I'm going this way.
I'm
like, oh crap! I got to go that way.
Mirror, and everything's backwards. But wasn't there one of the like classic? Is it E.T. where they CGI'd out all the guns or something?
Is that true?
I think that's true. Somebody fact check that in chat and let us know. But I think they did. There are things like that are happening, and I think also they've done a lot of that with like swastika images. Yeah. And I think what. History is history. Why do we pretend it didn't happen? Yeah. I mean, Hogan's Heroes had swastikas all over the place. It was one of the funniest shows ever on TV. I still love Hogan's Heroes. People understood. They knew.
Well, it's true.
Anyways, Frank Ferrante, I'm going to see him someday do his one-man Groucho show.
There you go.
So we were talking about your elbow.
My elbow. You want to see it?
This is so bizarre.
All right, so
this is so bizarre.
So how many times in your life do you think you've hit that part of your elbow where you feel it in your fingers and you just can't move everything and everything goes numb and then it normals itself out, right? That happens. That happens multiple times a year, and we're all clumsy enough to do it. Well, I did that 2 days ago, and when I did it, well, no, it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Jesus, I've only been here 2 days. Yeah, so it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Did it yesterday. Yesterday about 10 o'clock in the morning. Did it while I was playing golf. Did it halfway through the round. Had 9 more holes to go. It happened. My arm went numb, and I was wearing a sweatshirt, so I didn't notice anything. And eventually, my hand was fine. I could move it. So I was like, what the heck? I'll just go. About 2 holes later, I feel something, and it's weird. I'm like, oh God, what's wrong with my elbow? And I reached on my elbow, and it felt like there was a little swell, just a little bit of a swell on my elbow. And I'm like, oh crap, that's not good. Something happened that doesn't usually happen when I bump my elbow like that. Then about 2 holes later, I did it again, and it was about 5 times the size. So here I am on the golf course on Google looking up elbow hematoma. That was the actual search that I did because I thought my elbow's going to explode and I'm going to die. Out in the middle of the golf course.
Your fears are founded since I think there are at least 7 deaths annually in the United States from exploding elbows.
Exploding elbows. True.
Yes.
True. It's more deadly than lightning. So So I get to the gig last night. I get to the B side, to the bar that JV is at with the family, and I'm like, okay, before we start, I'm just going to show you this, and I'm going to tell you what happened, and then we'll be done with it. Now, yesterday, it's not as bad today, and I'm just prepping everybody for what I'm about to show you in the camera over there. Okay, it's this elbow right here. Okay, and if you look at it that way, it just looks like the elbow's a little pointier than usual. But if I straighten it out.
Look at that thing.
You see.
Look at that thing.
That it's this thing right here.
What the hell?
Now, imagine that 5 times bigger.
Yeah, it was much
That's
bigger.
how big it was yesterday. Yeah. And what it is, folks. so you do the elbow hematoma search, and what comes up is you have an inflamed bursa sac. And I'm like, okay, bursa sac. I've never heard that before. But then the next word is, it's the basis for bursitis. Now, bursitis is a very funny affliction to have. I'm sure it's been used in comedy multiple times.
Absolutely.
It's one of those words that people just love.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the bursa sac is a thing that sits under your skin and above your bones and kind of protects stuff. And every so often you can just nip it the wrong way and it just fills up with fluid. Nothing's wrong. It's all's good. It'll reabsorb itself. If it gets infected or if it really, really hurts, you can get it. You can get it sucked out, or you get it just removed.
Drained, right?
And the best news is it grows back. So there's nothing wrong, and my arm doesn't hurt except the skin is tighter in that area, and it just feels off.
Yeah.
And I don't want to really, pound my elbow.
What
on
happens
anything.
if you accidentally
It does. It zings a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's something obviously underneath it, I think, that probably I did in poking my elbow into something. But again, X number of years I've been doing elbows into things, and it never happened before. So
that should be a whole show, elbows into things.
It's a surprise when it happens the first time. You have no concept of what's about to occur. So yeah, once it stabilized, once it wasn't getting bigger, then I was like, okay, it's fine. And I could still bend my arm, and everything was fine.
Nice.
Strange.
We did have confirmation.
Thing,
Jeannie said they did CGI out the guns in E.T. in 2002, made them walkie-talkies. Amanda said, yep, Spielberg edited out the guns, replacing them with walkie-talkies in the 20th anniversary edition of E.T. He now regrets doing so. I'm glad that he regrets it, and I hope most of these artists recognize they shouldn't tamper with the art, even if they find, even if culture has shifted to the point where things maybe aren't as acceptable as they were when the film was made.
But hasn't the rating system changed to the point where the existence of guns pushes you from one thing? You can't be lower than something.
You know what I'm still
if
baffled
the existence
by?
Of guns
I'm still
are.
baffled by when I watch, like I start watch something and they put the rating up in the corner and it says smoking.
Yeah.
That's a be careful, there's smoking in this film.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, when you and I were growing up, if they weren't smoking in a film, they would put up a warning. Warning: people might not be smoking in this movie.
There was, I saw this week. I swear to God, there's a Warner Brothers cartoon. Daffy Duck and Porky Pig are like film noir detectives.
Oh boy!
Right? Trench coats, big hats.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're driving and ties and big collars, and they're driving down the road, and both of them pull out cigarettes and light them.
Oh, nice!
Like simultaneously, it's in conjunction, exactly at the same time. And it was I just looked at it and was like, I guess I do remember that. That's really weird.
Yeah, remember ashtrays everywhere.
Oh God!
In your house, in restaurants, in the car, armrest. Remember the armrest ashtrays?
The turn of the corner for me was, it's not when they started banning indoor smoking, is when they invented the smoke eater.
Oh yeah,
Are you familiar with the smoke eater?
The ones from the bar,
like
the bars.
It's like a big air conditioner that sits at the back of your room and then just sort of sucks everything out the roof.
Yeah.
And the places that had those were the best. Everybody's still smoking inside, but it was so much better.
I remember. Yeah. So Mary Grace says that the bursa sac, whatever the hell it is, protects your ulnar nerve.
Thank you.
There you go.
Well, maybe that's the zingy thing, though, right? That's
must
the
be the
thing
zingy thing.
Does the whatchamacallit.
It does the whatchamacallit.
The tinglies in your fingies.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I'm glad that some of these filmmakers are starting to recognize they shouldn't tamper with their art. I get that. Maybe if they want to release an alternate version of the film to say, hey, this is corrected for modern tolerances, whatever.
Well, there's all of the number of times the Star Wars movies have been released in various different forms, and the various different things that have changed.
Yeah.
You know, when the 97, I guess that was the 20th anniversary too. They started putting some digital effects into like the exploding of the Death Star.
They did?
Which was just
They changed them?
Yeah. You know that kind of that exploding ring that comes out of it? That wasn't there originally. It was just the flame and the sparks coming out of it, but it didn't have, again, what they put in. Well, the whole Jabba the Hutt thing. So Jabba the Hutt was supposed to be in scenes earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
And they filmed it with like a guy in a fursuit in the place of Jabba the Hutt. And then those scenes never made it into the final thing because they didn't have a physical thing that they could move that looked like Jabba the Hutt. So again, in the 97 releases, they were allowed to put those scenes back in.
Oh, wow.
And he was like walking alongside of Han Solo. So yeah, there's so many things. Movies are great like that in a way because you can get some good things back in them.
So Mary Grace is giving us a complete medical education here.
Oh, good. What's next?
Mary Grace says professional pitchers sometimes have to get their ulnar nerve transposed to the front of their arm to keep from having pain when pitching.
Is this not the front of my arm? This is the back of my arm?
Yeah. Well,
so here?
Yeah, I guess.
That would be interesting.
I guess.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's got to be... 13 views. Think of that.
What?
13 views. So far.
We've had 13 views?
13 views. Now, 7 concurrent. That's a different thing. But 13 total.
This is 8 up here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, well, it's early on a Friday. We haven't done this in 8 months.
Yep. Thanksgiving-a-thon was the...
Thanksgiving, was it?
Yeah. Yeah. The whole family was here.
Oh, right. What did we do that
Voldo
night?
Jr. came with me.
What did we do that night?
Not to be confused with Voldo Jr.'s older brother. What did we do? Oh, we watched something. We definitely watched something. Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we must have.
We watched a couple of things, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yep. No, the old crappy movies are fun. I really, the fact that you can pick them apart and the fact that you can
they're so much fun.
Call stuff out and point to the mistakes and the issues that people have. I'm going to run upstairs. Do you want me to?
Oh, yeah, sure. That sounds like a terrific idea.
I'll be right back.
In the meantime, we will do this for you.
Speaking of Steven Spielberg.
Right, exactly. And what's with... whoa.
Oh, sorry.
What's with all the Jaws references I'm seeing on my Facebook feed, too? I don't think I've ever uttered the word shark.
Yeah.
Or quint.
That's true
or,
as well. Orca. Orca was the name of the boat.
Orca.
Oh, God.
What are some other... words? Amity. Well, I do say Amity a lot because of the ghost thing.
Yeah.
Amityville. Amityville. I do some maybe.
That's interesting.
Remember didn't we do an experiment once? Because
yeah, we did.
I actually, you can actually point to the times where your phone has overheard something you said, and then but we did some really weird, bizarre things. I can't remember what the words were that we used.
I know what mine was.
What was yours?
Mine was epilady.
Lady.
The last thing I would think of.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Cat 5. Cat 5. That was what Cat 5 cable. That's the one that started it, because that was what Sacco said. I think that's what he said at some point, and started getting ads for.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nuts. The ones where you actually do something, like I brought all of my old 1970s baseball cards out, and I'm going through them now. And because I'm going through them now, I'm doing searches and I'm finding out what they're worth, and going to these various things. Facebook just wants me to be a baseball card person. Just more than they want anything else in the world. I mean, it's insane. It's not one thing. Granted, it's been a couple of weeks of me literally pulling an entire year's worth of, 1 through 660. They're worth this, and so I have all of that. But yeah, it's pretty scary how fast it happens now too. Those things, the obvious things, the things where you go to a site. The site has the pixel on it. The pixel sends a signal saying, yep, I've been to a baseball card site. I am now part of that affinity group. Hooray.
I've got a shoebox full of baseball cards from the 70s.
So do I. I did. I took them out, put them in actual cardboard boxes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Shoebox said $12.95 on the side of it.
I also have in that same shoebox, $12.95. They're probably Converse.
They were. Actually, they were.
Because that's all. I remember that's how much they cost, and that's basically all we could get. Those are Keds, I think, back when we were buying sneakers.
I had both boxes.
But I also have wacky packages in my box.
Ooh, wow!
My shoebox. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have those. I had football and baseball, and that was it.
I used to love those. I went to school at Bugby School.
So did I. Yes, I did.
And there was Campus Grocery right around the corner. And at lunchtime, even though we were, 8 years old, we had no structure. We could go run off. And I would run over with my lunch money and buy wacky packages.
Open class explains a lot about us, I think. I think open class was my dad was a child psychologist at Suco at the time, so he would come down and do tests on the kids, and it was the greatest thing in the world. Your dad would come in and hand out IQ tests, and everybody would sit around and do them. Yeah,
and the classrooms in this school, first of all, the school is run by the state college, and the state college was originally the state teachers college. It was really established to train teachers. It's now just a state university, but that school, all the classrooms had, observation rooms attached to them with the mirrors that, what do they call it? I never know if it was two-way mirrors or one-way mirror.
It's one way, isn't it?
It's really only one way.
Yeah, it's not two. Yeah, that's a window, isn't it?
Yeah. So people would be observing the kids. It's kind of creepy when you think about it.
But it was like a test and control group. There was like the kids who literally could run free. You do your work. Doesn't matter how long it takes you. 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour. As soon as you're done, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
great. And then they had the kind of structured class, but the structured class had all the technology.
I was in structured.
Yeah, it had the headphones and like tapes, and they would like do music or language or I don't know what. I never was part of that.
Yeah, I was not in the open ed class. I was in the structured through 4th grade, and then they closed the school.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was really interesting.
It was really cool. And anyway, so why did we start talking about Bugby School?
I do not know.
Oh, wacky packages.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we used to buy them at lunch. Yeah. So I hope you folks are loving the fact that Voldo and I are walking down memory lane.
It really is. I'd get mine at Newberry's downtown.
Oh, yeah.
So we had 2 5 and dime stores, like literally side by side.
Yeah.
It was great because again, candy section. One had a lunch counter.
Yeah, Woolworths.
Oh my gosh, it was. Such a and a back entrance and a front entrance. And if I'm going to the park, I get to walk right through the store. So yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, I stole a lot of candy from there too.
Oh boy,
a lot.
Oh boy, no wonder they're not there anymore.
Lot. Yeah, that's true.
I just want to finish Mary Grace's story here. She says her daughter had to have that surgery done on her arm after having a very bad snowboarding accident last year and broke her arm into pieces. But the arm is almost completely healed now, and she's playing golf again.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, knees, arms, elbows, shoulders, that's your skiing injuries.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, snowboarding and skiing.
Anything on snow.
I popped both my knees skiing. Do you remember this? When we were one winter, I was home from college.
I do.
We went and the way I knew it was it went pop pop as I went down on the inside of both legs, and it got really warm. And then I couldn't bend my legs for like a week.
And you hadn't peed.
Never got them looked at. Never got them fixed.
Oh, wow.
Never got them. They're fine. I mean, they're hurt, but they're old knees. But still, I can't imagine I could use them after that happened.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Wow. I'm going to do some trivia. Want to do some trivia questions? I have this calendar.
Oh, awesome.
I believe this is July 28th, and I believe it's 2020.
Oh, terrible time.
I think this is a 2020 calendar. I'm not sure.
Has no appointments on it.
It does, and it does not have any year. It just says July 28th. So
interesting.
This is history of the day. This is not even trivia.
Oh my God.
Hang on, let me get the trivia one.
Oh God. You'll pontificate history at us. That wouldn't be any fun. So how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody happy on their Friday? Anybody have a beverage that we have?
Okay, so this is 2021, September 9th. You ready?
Ready
for trivia? Chad, are you ready for trivia?
Bring it.
She hit ice. Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh,
That's why I don't ski.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's why I don't go outside in the winter.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Trivia question number 1 for Chad and Voldo. Here it is. Yep. Where, and I'm playing along too. The answers are not on the front page, so I can play along as well.
Cool. Where
does the word cereal come from? Hints, its origins are mythological.
Okay.
Cereal. Ceres? Ceres? Ceres?
Serious?
C-E-R-E-S.
Ceres.
Ceres? Isn't that something?
The chef of the gods. the short order cook of the gods.
The pastry
the egg
chef.
And bacon guy to the gods.
The brunch cook to the gods. Yeah. Speaking of that, I did watch, there was a series on, I'm sure it's still on, History Channel, and it was The Food That Built America, The Food That Made America. They have had a whole bunch of the men that made America, the food and whatever. And the food one was pretty interesting. And one of the segments, one of the families they followed was the Kellogg family.
Oh, yeah.
And how they basically invented cereal.
Yeah.
And the whole story is a fascinating story. And he was a psychiatrist.
Oh, is that right? Oh, yeah.
And he had an asylum.
Oh.
And he was trying to heal people by using by feeding them a special diet, and this diet was a lot of wheat and bran and all this stuff. And so he created a way to serve it to them, and it was basically dry. They would just give them this, basically what we would call now dry cereal. Yep. And pretty cool story.
Yeah.
Oh, Cirrus.
Amanda says Cirrus. I saw the Cirrus up there.
Yeah. Flesh of the gods. That's what Cirrus is?
Is that true?
I don't know. Mary Grace has that in quotes up there. Well, I'm going to look at the answer, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? Ready? Here's the answer. Cereal is named for the Roman goddess Ceres. So it's not Cirrus, it's what I said, C-E-R-E-S, who is associated with agriculture, especially plants that produce grains.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that was a really lame trivia question.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
All right. So number 2.
Wait, I'll tell that. Let me tell that. So I told you, but I didn't tell them.
Okay.
So my wife and I have started to rewatch the CSI Miami from the beginning.
Okay.
My wife watches series, old ones, new ones, doesn't matter. She watches them end to end, start to finish, right? So we start with series season 1, episode 1, but we made a pact. And the pact was, if you're familiar with CSI Miami, the joke in CSI Miami is at the end of that very first section, there's the from Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who. Right?
Yeah,
but before that, somebody, usually David Caruso, says something ironically funny about what has just happened. So we made a pact that if what was said before the isn't worth it, we are not watching that episode. We'll just skip right to the next one and watch that first 5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not engaged if the right before the it's like, hey, we have to solve this crime. I'm like, yeah, CSI, it's in your name. I mean, do what you were supposed to. But if it's like, there's a dead teacher in the middle of the Florida Everglades, and David Caruso goes, school's out. And then we're in. We're it's totally set.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
It's okay, because I want to ask you. I watch old Columbos, but I want to ask you, is there any of the newer recent series that have captivated you at all?
So you said Columbo.
Yeah.
Right. And the crap. I hope chat will come up with this. I can't remember the name. Natasha Lyonne. Do you know who Natasha Lyonne is?
No,
She was in Orange is the New Black. She's got curly hair. She kind of talks kind of like she's got a bunch of cigarettes in her mouth at the same time.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a show that she got. That's an NBC show. I think it's on Peacock. It's called Matchstick, Matchmaker, something. It's like a one-word name. But her character and the series itself kind of mimics old Columbo.
Oh, really?
Like the opening credits to Columbo. They use exactly the same font and exactly the same sort of technology, so it kind of has that 70s kind of look to it. I think it's that same thing. She's a person who can tell when someone's lying 100% of the time. Wow. That's her secret, her secret power. So she's in Vegas. She like makes a bunch of money. The mob gets onto her and is like, nope, you gotta leave. We're gonna give you this one shot. You just get out of Las Vegas and you're fine. So she hits the road. But then something else happens and they send a guy after her. So she's like on the road, and every place she stops, a la the Bruce Banner and the original Hulk.
Yeah.
Right? She solves a crime. But she solves the crime through her ability to look at someone and go, yeah, you are so full of bullshit.
What do you think of Eve Plum?
Ooh. I like Eve Plum. I liked Eve Plum.
Because Eve Plum is popping up in my Facebook feed all the time. I have no idea. All right, so let's go back to that discussion for a second, because I'm starting to think I know why.
Ooh.
So with Paranormal Reality TV, the show that I'm and project I'm currently involved with, one of the things we're working on is bringing celebrities to investigate with us.
Oh.
And I have a lot of celebrity connections because of my Scaricon work. One of the people I have a connection with, who I know has a tremendous amount of paranormal experience herself, is Cindy Brady.
Wow.
Susan Olsen. So I have probably said those words, Cindy Brady, Susan Olsen, many times in these discussions, and now I'm getting Eve Plum posts.
So they connected the words, because it's not you. They connected the words to paranormal. They connected paranormal to you. You are now that connection. Well, to the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I suppose. But the fact that I just said Brady Bunch and maybe Cindy Brady and Susan, now Eve Plum shows up in my feed all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever typed that, or I may have texted it like to my Paranormal Reality TV partners and said, hey, I'm working on getting Susan Olsen from the Brady Bunch, you know.
The sad part is you'll never know.
Right.
Now that's the worst part of all of that. Is like you can surmise that that might be what it is, but who knows?
Yeah. Well,
who knows?
I've never sought out Eve Plum. And by the way, if you're all going, who the hell is Eve Plum? It's Jan Brady on the Brady Bunch. Yeah. I've never sought out Eve Plum. Never even thought about Eve Plum. She wasn't the one I was particularly interested in on the Brady Bunch when I was a kid. She was kind of almost a secondary character in a way, right? I mean, that's kind of her personality didn't really shine much in there. I mean, she served her role well, I'm sure, but not really the standout. So Eve Plum. What were we? You were talking. Okay, so we were talking about Columbo and all that stuff.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's.
But I asked you about series, and you mentioned that one. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that people have been talking about. That I watched. I haven't finished it yet, but The Outsider. Did you watch that?
No.
It's a Stephen King adaptation.
Oh yeah, I saw promos.
That's pretty good.
I have.
That's been pretty good.
I fell for Ted Lasso. I'm a soccer guy. You know that. So, I started after the first season and then got super dedicated to it. And then from that, the Welcome to Wrexham. Are you aware of that? Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney buy a soccer team in Wales. Yeah. Tiny little town, 5th division soccer team. You know, and they in 2 years they raised them to the next level, and now they're in the 4th division, and it's like, you know, they have nothing but up to go, and it's just this whole town has kind of, you know, rallied around them, and the second season is just going to be insane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really fun.
All right, next trivia question. Here we go. All right. What airport features a recombobulation area where passengers can collect themselves after passing through security?
I've been to the recombobulation area. I cannot remember where.
I thought it was a made-up word.
Well, it is, but they're using it for real.
Recombobulation area.
Now, so here's the logic in me. The logic in me says it's probably got something to do with the term. Like, it was first used by an author, and that author's from this town or something like that. So that's I have no idea who that might be. Sounds very Kurt Vonnegut, though.
What airport features a recombobulation? Bob Hope Airport.
Ooh, it's
in it's L.A. It's
Burbank.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be.
Maybe
that'd be great.
Maybe
That'd be pretty impressive if it is. I have been to the Burbank Airport, so it's very possible.
I'm giving Chad a chance to chime in here.
Catch it up.
What airport features a recombobulation area where passengers can collect themselves after passing through security?
Oh, God, because you have to decompobulate just to go through the stupid thing, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Oh, for God's sake.
No clue.
Decompobulation drives me.
All right, well, I'm gonna look for the answer here and see if my logic.
That's a very good guess.
No.
Oh, damn.
No.
All
right, so the answer is Milwaukee's General Mitchell International Airport.
Okay. Billy Mitchell?
Passing through security can be discombobulating.
It is.
Hence the aptly named area. I don't really understand how that's specific to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Is that not? Is it not specific to Milwaukee? They just happen to use it.
So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was a shitty question too.
That was a shitty question.
That's too.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Just
okay.
warm up. Just getting your brain loose.
We're just loosening the brains.
Loosen your brain.
Question number 3. Here we go. What anatomical part of a dog does the term flews, F-L-E-W-S, flews refer to?
What part of a dog?
What anatomical part of a dog does the term flews, F-L-E-W-S, refer to?
Huh.
Garlic shrimp.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, I mean, what anatomical part of a dog does the term flews refer to?
And what's the country of origin? I'm going to think I know what it is, but I would like to see if chat comes up with it. Same thing that I came up with.
Yeah.
Because it's really the only anatomical part that I could think of that would kind of make sense for that word.
I'm not coming up with anything, so you've gone farther with this than I have.
Okay. This is how I win Trivial Pursuit, you know. It's this level of concentration.
Yeah, no, you've got to. You've got to really kind of think through connections and logic.
Is that even a thing anymore?
Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's not quite the same thing it was 40 years ago, but yeah.
Oh, that was something like that. Fur. Ooh.
Amanda says fur.
Ooh, that's an interesting
Fur. Clues. All right, I'm going to guess, and I'm going to say the tail.
That's what I was going to say.
You're saying tail?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Do you have a logic for that?
No, but I think they're just flews. It just sort of feels like kind of flying in the air.
Yeah, okay. All right. Answer for that is the loose hanging parts of the upper lips of certain dogs, like bloodhounds.
Oh, that definitely is it too.
I thought we called those jowls.
Yeah, those are jowls. Yeah. That's just a normal term for that. Okay.
Jeannie knew. Jeannie said upper lip.
No,
there
stop.
You go. Okay.
My God.
All right. What country's flag features a pair of cycad?
Wow, where are
you see that word on the right?
Yeah, cycad leaves. Yeah.
What country's flag features a pair of cycad leaves encircled by a boar's tusk?
Cycad leaves.
Boar's tusk.
And a boar's tusk. All right.
YouTube didn't want me message to show. What?
Why not?
I'm not sure, Jeannie. I think there's a typo in there, or my brain is fried.
Yeah, it could be.
What country's flag features a pair of cycad leaves encircled by a boar's tusk?
So I'm thinking Africa.
Yeah.
That's your wild boar kind of country.
Yeah.
Within that, is that enough? Or we need more specifics than that.
They didn't want you to.
Your message.
Oh, you didn't want my message to show, not my message to show. Okay.
Oh.
It said error. That's weird. I don't know why, Gene. I don't know why. Bavaria. Mary Grace, Bavaria's not a country,
No,
but
it's a region.
It's a region in Germany, but unless it was a kingdom at one point. So unless that's what you're talking about, Rwanda, Amanda says.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm going. I'm thinking Kenya.
I'm thinking it's like Cyprus or or maybe even a
like
Caribbean
New
island.
Guinea.
Caribbean, yeah, even that.
I've said too much.
Vanuatu?
Vanuatu,
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
It's like an island nation in the middle of the Pacific, I believe.
Okay, well, let's see what the answer to that one is. The answer is Vanuatu.
Okay, someone's doing searches now.
Jeannie, are you using the Google machine for this?
Jeannie.
The Psycheads and Boar's Tusk resemble peace and prosperity. Well, of course they do, yeah.
Everywhere.
While the flag's Y-shaped design references the Y shape of the Vanuatu.
There you go.
Vanuatu archipelago.
Oh, archipelago.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beer and a quarter. No, a beer and a drink.
Archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. There's just too many syllables and weird words there.
Half a point to Voldo for knowing Vanuatu is in the middle of the Pacific. A beer and a half for Voldo over here.
Is Saab still a car brand?
That's a good question.
I think GM bought Saab, didn't they, at some point? And then when GM imploded, Saab may have been eliminated. I don't know.
But Saab made everything. They made airplanes.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it was
big time Swedish manufacturing.
Swedish?
Yes.
Swedish? Okay. Oh my God, these questions are horrible. Who is the patron saint of fireworks? That would be the Holy Saint Kaboom.
Saint explodes a lot.
Oh, we don't have it? Are you kidding?
Where? No.
No, where is it?
Oh.
We don't have it.
What?
This is all we have.
Oh, well,
this.
that's you see, this is our religion here. Oh, in his name, we are all clean. Where's Pope Sir Lix-a-Lot?
We don't have a Pope Sir Lix-a-Lot.
Stop it. No, it's got to be there somewhere.
No, it's not here. I'd have to find it and put it back in here. I know. Boo is correct. We just don't have. We got this. Howdy.
Oh, this Russian guy. Oh, this conscripted guy.
Yeah, right. Who is the patron saint of fireworks?
Oh, God. El Kabong, right? Let's see. No. I know that Saint Clair is the patron saint of television.
Oh, well, good to know.
Yes, that's the only thing I know about that. Fireworks. So,
how would anybody know this? I mean, and the key to a good trivia question is, as you pointed out, logic can lead you to the answer.
Right. This is a you know it or you don't.
Iowa says Saint Ugly. Yeah.
Saint.
All right, we're gonna get the answer to this one and move on to the next one, which will hopefully be better. The answer is Saint Barbara.
Stop it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Barbara was murdered by her own father.
Oh.
Dioscorus.
Hello.
Yes. Right after he killed her, Dioscorus was struck by lightning and died. Saint Barbara thus came to be associated with lightning and later fireworks and explosives.
Thought you were going to say he blowed her up. He blowed her up real good.
Barbara. It's like Saint Joe. I guess there probably is a Saint Joe.
Probably a Saint Joe.
There is a Saint Joe. Saint Joseph.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Saint Babs.
Saint Barb.
Saint Babs.
Barb. Okay. The success of this sequence.
Yes.
We're in the negatives still. We get one right or else we're just going home.
This is bad. Okay, here we go. What was the name of the publishing press that Virginia Woolf and her husband Leonard created in order to publish Woolf's novels?
Ooh. Publishing press.
I'm going to go with
company.
Inky.
Inky's, that's a good name. That's a great name.
What was the name of the publishing press? Does that mean like a company, a publisher?
Like physical device, it sounds like. Like they printed their own books.
And they named the thing? They didn't say, hey, go use the printing press. They said, hey, go use Bob. Bob the book printer? I mean, why did they name it? Are you sure wasn't Publishing Press? You sure it wasn't like I'm trying to think of
Penguin Books,
St. Martin's Press?
Yeah. Okay, that might be it. Oh, you might have had it. Is there anything else with the press name in it?
Prestinghouse?
That's not a word. No.
Presley's?
Oh, yeah, no. Pressy Pressface. That's the modern version of that. Pressy McPressface. Excuse me.
I don't think chat likes our questions.
No.
What was the name of the publishing press that Virginia Woolf and her husband Leonard created in order to publish Woolf's novels?
It's a thing.
Right, so it's got to be like St. Martin's Press, that kind of not like Bill the printer press.
I'm a presser. I press things. It's me job. I'm a press. That's what they call me, presser.
Harlequin,
yes, exactly. An ink press.
An ink press.
That is...
Wait, there is an ink press, isn't there? Isn't there something ink press? I don't know.
All right.
All right. Well, answer time.
Yep.
Hogarth Press. The tiny press also published other significant novels of the time, including T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland.
Now, I'm assuming since we're in, I'm going to say September. Is that where we are? Still mid-September. I would expect that January and February are a whole lot easier. Right? And we've just skipped right through that. Past those.
I hope they're a lot easier. All right. Trivia question number whatever that we haven't gotten one right yet.
What the hell?
Okay.
6?
In the 2018 film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, who voices the character of Spider-Ham?
I know.
One of the variations of Spider-Man from an alternate dimension.
I know this.
I don't.
The best line in the movie.
Although I think I've heard references to this.
He says the best line in the movie because there's a point where all of the various Spider-Mens are like fighting, right? There's Spider Noir and Gwen and all these other, Spider from different realities.
Yeah.
And Spider-Ham reaches into his pocket and like a cartoon character would and pulls out a sledgehammer, gigantic head on it, wooden, and hits somebody over the head with it. And at the end, when everybody's saying their goodbyes, he hands it to the Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of this movie, and says, "Here, take this. It fits in your pocket." And he's just so sad. And he's a pig. In a Spider-Man outfit. So skin tight, ears, tail, big snout. Yep.
Is this a serious movie?
It is. It's Spider-Ham. It's not Spider-Hands.
Yeah, Spider-Ham, sorry.
He is a pig Spider-Man from a pig universe.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I will give a hint. He is a famous modern stand-up comedian.
Famous modern stand-up comedian.
And comedy writer. Yes. Harlequin. It's not Harlequin.
I don't know. I don't know who
Spider-Ham.
it is.
Shall I answer? Is that?
Yeah, you go ahead and answer. Yeah, do it.
It is John Mulaney.
Ooh. No, it's John Mulaney.
No, I was wrong.
John Mulaney, a stand-up comedian and Saturday Night Live writer.
Did I say that?
Yes, you said that.
But you read that.
I said
this. Exactly what you. Oh, I see. You're like,
but no, I read this.
Oh, you read that?
Yeah.
Is it what I said?
It's what you said.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said.
We got one.
Yes.
We can quit if we want to.
Okay.
Moving. Let's go.
I thought some of these would like spur some interesting discussions and stuff, but so far we're like, huh?
We're on
Boar's
a run.
tusk and cycad leaves. What we talking?
Yeah, the boar's tusks. That kind of.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of golf club did astronaut Alan Shepard use to play golf on the moon in 1971?
I believe I know this one too.
I don't.
I've got a guess.
I'm going to say 3-wood.
It's not a 3-wood.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay. Then I'm going to say 7-iron.
That might be right.
Slacktastical says a sand wedge. Well, the surface of the moon seemed pretty sandy to me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. 9-iron.
Yeah, here we go. Wedge, sand
wedge. Alan says sand wedge. We got three wedges and a 9-iron in there. What kind of golf club did astronaut Alan Shepard use to play golf on the moon in 1971? That is, if you believe they actually went to the moon.
Oh, that's so true. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was that the head was an iron, but the shaft and the grip were not normal because they weighed too much.
Oh.
And weight on, obviously, getting people to the moon is important. So everything else was probably titanium, and it like snapped together. It wasn't like solid. It came in pieces. It was there's a ton of stuff about it.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that complicated. And I thought he found it lying up there, and he just grabbed it, picked it up.
And because of the suit, he couldn't grab it with two hands because the suit doesn't do that. So he had to swing it one-handed, made contact with the ground and the ball, and they both flew just off into the distance.
Wow.
Pretty neat.
That's a lot of information.
With less gravity up there.
Okay, so let's see what the answer to this is. Alan Shepard Golf Club, what are we talking about? It's a 6-iron head attached to the shaft of a piece of lunar rock. What? Oh,
lunar rock. No. Keep going. Read the rest of the sentence.
Lunar rock collecting equipment.
See, read the rest of the sentence. That'll help. That's so they just sent the head up, and he probably put it together.
A 6-iron head attached to the shaft of a piece of lunar rock collecting equipment. Shepard smuggled the club onto Apollo 14. That sounds dangerous. Covering it with a sock so it wouldn't be found before the launch.
So good. So good.
It would have been a shame if that sent them into a orbit that they couldn't sustain.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. For that little bit of weight.
That amount of weight.
I mean, you're talking about those kinds of tolerances in space travel, right? I mean, it's...
Now, I think I've told this story here before, but I'm going to do it again. At a family reunion of my wife's family. Now, my wife's father was one of, I believe, 8, 9 kids, farming family from Wyoming. But all of them went on to college. All of them did like engineering type stuff, and a couple of them worked for Lockheed in the space program. Is that me again?
That's garlic shrimp.
I apologize. So at a family reunion, they sort of recounted kind of what they worked on, and one of them said, "There's a handprint of mine on the moon." And everybody sort of looked at him like, what do you mean? He's like, well, when we were putting together some part of one of the lunar landing modules, I touched it without a glove on. And when I took my hand off, I physically saw my handprint on it. And if I had told anybody about it, we would have had to scrap like that entire kind of module that we were putting in. So I never told anyone.
Oh, wow.
And it ended up going and it's still on the moon. It's part of that base that stayed.
Oh, wow.
On
That's
the moon.
Cool. That's pretty cool. If we went to the moon.
If. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go. This is a good one right here. I can tell this is going to be a really, really good one.
A ripper.
Yeah. This is, okay. Who are graham crackers named for? How many famous Grahams can you think of?
Graham Chapman, and I'm done. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to have. That's all you have to have. He was King Arthur, so screw it.
Yeah.
Graham Norton. I'm thinking modern now.
It could be a last name, too.
Oh, true. Alexander Graham? No.
That's the only... That I can't get past that to think of others. That's my problem right now.
Oh, Graham.
Graham crackers.
So it's probably a first name. Like your baby Ruth.
Yeah.
Graham. Is the graham cracker one of those, whatever it is, Chicago World's Fair 1905 things? Because everything was invented at the Chicago World's Fair, like ice cream cones and Cracker Jacks and hot dogs and buns, and like everything that you know as a normal thing was somehow introduced in the 1905 Chicago World's Fair.
So Slacktastical says Billy Graham. Jeannie says Sylvester Graham. Ooh. Slacktastical also says Ebenezer Graham.
Oh.
I don't know who Ebenezer Graham is.
I don't either.
Do you?
No.
But you were excited about it either way.
That's a great name. Oh, Graham.
All right.
I'm thinking England is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Jeannie had it right. You're not looking that up, are you, Jeannie? Sylvester Graham. In the 19th century, Graham created the cracker as part of a diet he designed to repress Americans' overzealous sexual desires. What?
Everything.
All right, now we got to take a step back here.
Everything was...
What?
At some point...
All right, I'm going to start from the beginning on this answer. Sylvester Graham. In the 19th century, Graham created the cracker as part of a diet he designed to repress Americans' overzealous sexual desires. Believing that decadent food led to decadent behavior. At the time, the graham cracker was a rather bland biscuit made with unrefined flour, bran, and wheat germ.
Oh. So then at some point they're like, you know what would be good for this? If we spiced it up a little. Put a little sugar in it. Maybe some cinnamon, huh? And use some refined flour. We could go crazy.
I just want to revisit this line. Designed to repress Americans' overzealous sexual desires in the 19th century? What was happening?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the,
I mean, that puts the Civil War in a whole new light. I got to say.
What the Civil War. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, okay.
I think a lot of things kind of had stuff like that, had beginnings in, some strange reason to like, what was it? Soccer? Football was created to keep all the Eton boys from jerking off. That's basically they... all the kids in England just to give them something to do that wasn't just sitting around.
Wow,
making whoopee with themselves.
Mm-hmm. If you haven't had enough yet, here you go.
One more time.
Here you go.
Oh,
and this, by the way, is a twofer.
It's a weekend.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend.
We are up to September 18th and 19th, 2021.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, it is the weekend. Look at that.
Here we go. Etymology refers to the study of what?
Etymology? Entomology. Entomology. With an E?
Yes.
Entomology.
Entomology. I'm going to the word anemic.
Ooh.
So the study of red blood cells? Ooh. Or that would be hemo something probably.
Who's that? First time chat. Moonsong 76.
Hello.
Sup, Moonsong.
Hello. So instead of not tonight, I have a headache, it's have a graham cracker.
And get off me.
Get off me and eat a graham cracker. Oh, hey, I think I'm not going to, don't tell anybody, but I think she's lacing my food with graham crackers.
We secretly replaced their morning crackers with graham crackers.
It's Jada. So Moonsong 76
nice.
is Jada. Hey, Jada. Okay. Entomology. Entomology refers to the study of what? Of what?
Yeah, but
Mary Grace, you seem to have a medical pedigree. What is it?
But blood is phlebotomy.
That's right. That's
true. So it's not that.
No, but the study of iron in the blood.
That could well be.
Something like that. Or anemic.
Totally
unrelated. Oh, shoot. No, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
Okay, here we go. Answer is
bring it.
The movement of the winds. Okay. Another weather-related field of study is brontology, the study of thunder.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that either.
Wow.
Man alive. This stuff is, it's complicated.
You're going to get this one. I don't know it, but you're going to get it.
Oh, will it?
What popular 1990s film was set in the real town of Friendship, Maine?
Movie?
What popular 1990s film was set in the real town of Friendship, Maine?
I don't know.
Popular 1990s film. Most films set in Maine have to do with Stephen King.
That's true. Or Murder, She Wrote.
Right.
Friendship, Maine. I'm gonna hate myself when you hear it because I know I'm gonna know it.
What about Bob?
And I'll be set. Oh.
That's what Jada says. The Storm. That's Slactastical says.
Oh,
Pet Cemetery?
See?
Oh, Slack-tastic's covering all bases here.
On Golden Pond. Oh.
On Golden Pond. Was that a 90s movie or is that an 80s movie?
80s movie.
I think it was an 80s movie. I think it was like 87 or something like that, wasn't it? Casper?
Okay.
Friendship, Maine. Okay.
Someone has looked it up, I'm sure.
Jeannie, you're not Googling this,
right.
are you? Because the answer is Casper. Although the film was set in Friendship, most of the filming took place in the nearby town of Camden.
Camden? I know Camden.
You know Camden, Maine?
That's where Amma got married in Camden, Maine.
That's where Amma got married?
Amma got married in Camden, Maine. I did. It wasn't in 1990, though. It was 98. But that's where we were. It's also where Peyton Place was filmed.
Oh, cool.
In the 50s.
Yeah. Oh, what popular ingredients make up a Mai Tai cocktail?
Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Rum?
Yeah, that's the one.
Is a Mai Tai the one with the mint?
No.
Or am I thinking of what's the one with the mint?
It's
that was really popular for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. You muddle the mint first.
What the hell was that called?
It's
like everybody was drinking.
It's not a julep. It's a Cuban thing.
It doesn't have mint in the name.
Right. It's
and it starts with an M, I think. We're so bad.
Almighty.
We are pathetic.
Where'd my brain go?
Yeah, I know.
Holy cow! I know the other is 3 things in a Mai Tai, right? If I'm not wrong.
If you're not wrong.
It's 3 or 4, and rum is 1.
Rum. No, good. That's a good guess, and that was very popular. The Moscow Mule, but that's not what I'm thinking of.
No.
It's not. What the hell is it? With the mint.
I know what you're talking about too, and I'm going to hate myself. Someone will come up with it.
What ingredients make up the popular Mai Tai cocktail?
Yes.
Rum.
Uh-huh.
Not garlic shrimp.
No, God, no. Oh, is that again?
What do you mean is that again?
Wow.
Yeah, it's potent.
I keep.
It's potent. And like I said, he's right here.
I'm right here.
He's right here.
I'm right here.
A mojito. That's the one.
Thank
you, mojito.
God, there's your M word.
There's the one.
Oh, jeez. All right. Second thing is pineapple juice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I definitely know. I wonder where the Mai Tai started. It was probably part of that whole Tahitian, Polynesian flair in the 50s,
Hula
60s,
skirts,
right?
all that stuff,
Right? So it's one of those like Trader Vic's or somebody created it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mai Tai.
Did you have the third?
I do have the third. It's one of 2 things. I think it's creme de cacao or coconut milk. One of the 2.
Oh, okay. Well, the answer is rum.
Yeah.
Lime juice.
What?
Orange curacao.
Hello.
And orange syrup. That's 4 things. Doesn't it say 3 things?
Orange
no.
syrup?
It's 4 things.
That's 4 things.
You said 3 things. It's 4 things. So rum, orange curacao,
no pineapple.
lime juice, and orgeat syrup. What is with the words that I don't know how to pronounce? You see that?
Oh, wow.
Orgeat? Orgeat?
O-R-G-Y-A-T?
No, O-R-G-E-A-T.
O-R-G.
Syrup. The cocktail was famously featured in the Elvis movie Blue Hawaii.
Okay, so it's a Polynesian thing. We know that. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a pina colada. That's all I'm thinking of.
Cointreau?
Ooh.
I'm going to, one of these questions has to be like, okay, that's a good question. I would think.
A question we all know.
What legendary performer once likened fame to caviar, saying, quote, "It's good to have caviar, but not when you have to have it every meal and every day."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know who that was?
Nope.
Neither. Me either.
Do we just keep pulling them off until we get one from the jump? Is that the deal? Just like if we don't get it right off the bat, it's like, nope, next one. Like caviar. But that's even a boring quote.
Yeah. What legendary performer once likened fame to caviar, saying, "It's good to have caviar, but not when you have to have it every meal and every day."
Right. Fame. So you just you want to shrink into the background.
This is going to be somebody like Milton Berle.
Oh, wow. Okay, wait.
Yeah, you think?
I'm going to go with
Uncle Milty.
I'm going to go the total opposite and say Jane Mansfield.
Oh, okay.
It's about the exact opposite, don't you think?
That's quite the opposite, yes. Moonsong
Don
says
Rickles.
Sinatra.
Dean Martin. Oh, that's good.
Sinatra, but it
Yeah.
sounds like something a woman would say. Are you saying Don Rickles, Dean Martin?
Here we go.
I was watching...
See, Marilyn Monroe was on my mind.
I was watching Kelly's Heroes the other day.
Loved Kelly's Heroes.
Great movie.
Oh, my God.
Clint Eastwood, but it
Yeah.
also has Don Rickles
Don
in it.
Rickles in it. Yep.
Okay, so the quote is, it's good to have caviar, but not when you have to have it every meal and every day. And the legendary performer that said that was, holy cow, Alan, you got that right. Marilyn Monroe.
Now, you see, that ran through my mind.
And you said Jane Mansfield.
I did Jane Mansfield. Because Marilyn Monroe ran through my mind. I'm like, it's always Marilyn Monroe. No one's going to answer that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Marilyn Monroe, who knew a thing or two about the hazards of fame.
Being famous.
There you go.
And yeah.
Okay.
Gosh.
Question number 48.
Come on. Let's go. We are on day 6.
All right. Who created the iconic work of art Under the Wave off Kanagawa, also known as the Great Wave, circa 1830? Do you know this?
Right in my wheelhouse.
Really?
Right in my Japanese ukiyo-e wheelhouse.
That's, of course. Yeah, you. Right there.
Yep.
Right there. Hey, Fitty, what's up?
I always refer to it by the artist's name because I don't know what the actual name of the painting is. I literally my mouse mat is it.
Oh, seriously?
At home, I've got one of those big full desk mouse mats.
Slacktastical says Thomas Kincaid.
Close.
Who created the iconic work of art Under the Wave off Kanagawa, also known as the Great Wave, circa 1830? I have no idea. If I ever go on Jeopardy and it like works of art comes up, I'm just gonna walk off the stage.
I would too. I would. Yep. Anybody got the Google working fast tonight?
Things are getting better for you. Good, Fitty. Good to know. Good to know.
Oh, excellent.
You know, the face of Marilyn's crypt keeps getting lipstick kisses left on it. Wish people wouldn't do that. Yeah. Maybe it's Marilyn doing it, Jeannie. From beyond the grave.
Set something up for that.
From beyond the grave.
Yeah.
It's much more menacing when I go right up to the
Right
mic.
up. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who created the iconic work of art Under the Wave off Kanagawa, also known as the Great Wave, circa 1830? The answer is, you want to say it?
I will be so upset if I'm wrong. It's Hokusai, if I'm not mistaken.
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
The Japanese artist Katsushika Hokusai.
There we go. Hokusai.
Yeah. The famous woodblock print is one of a series of prints collectively known as 36 Views of Mount Fuji.
Nice.
Now, just so you know, I am having trouble reading words, but at the same time, the light on this paper is very, very difficult to make
really
the print
is.
out. Yeah.
So I spent a year in Japan. We all know this, right? This is when I was in high school. And one of the first...
Is that where you were?
Yeah, I was gone.
You said you were going to the bathroom. You didn't come back.
Didn't show up for a year.
Where the fuck did Voldo go?
So in art class, my first month in Japan, we did woodblock prints. And what you do is you take a piece of... It was actually a piece of like melamine, like tabletop material on wood. And you literally carve out all the stuff that doesn't get the paint, and then the thing that's left over gets the paint, and you rub paint over it, and then you like a big rubber stamp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I remember how excited you were.
Oh yeah.
When Styx released the
Mr.
Roboto album.
So much
you
fun.
knew every word from start to finish of that album.
I was in Japan, and think of this. I was in Japan from 1981 to 1982, right? Mm-hmm. And this record came out in like 1982 or 3. Like right after I got back.
I thought it was like 84.
Or was it the next year? Oh, you're right. You're right.
We were,
Paradise Theater and then.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but yeah, I mean, it spoke to me because 2 things. 1, saw Styx in Japan. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right? Second thing, it had a ton of Japanese references in it at a time where that was kind of a big thing. Japan was going to take over in the mid-'80s.
Right.
We were like going to be subservient to the Japanese at some point. Really, I mean, tons of movies came out.
Sure.
So yeah, so it was a perfect time to have that knowledge. Hasn't paid off since very much. But.
And I brought that up because where is it? Somebody said Domo. Oh, the Slacktastical said the late great Domo Oregato.
Yes, so good.
Okay. Oh, another frickin' art question? Are you kidding me? In what museum can you find Johann Vermeer's masterpiece painting, Girl with a Pearl Earring?
Ooh.
Is that in the same museum they can find Girl with a Pearl Necklace?
I think it is. It's all online now. You don't have to go to a museum anymore. You can see that pearl anywhere.
I'm sorry for that joke. I apologize in advance for that joke.
That's all right. We have 2 Louvres. Oh, sorry, we have 1 Louvre from the same person.
2 different spellings.
Oh, well. The Louvre.
The Louvre. The Louvre. The Louvre.
The Louvre. Is it the Louvre?
The Louvre. It's I think it's L-O-U-R.
No. Is it?
The spelling, I think, is
L-O-U-R-V.
L-O-U-R-V. No, V-R-E.
Yeah, Louvre.
Yeah, L-O-U-V-R-E.
Yeah,
there it is.
That's probably wrong.
There it is. Yeah, it's got to be the Met. Let's say the Met. I'm going to say the Met in New York.
Okay.
It's probably wrong as well.
What's the one in Ferris Bueller? The Chicago one. The Museum of Art? Maybe?
I'll go with that.
I'm going with that.
Shimo, Mo, Ma.
Oh, my God.
Shama.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Somebody restart him. Give him a kick. He's in that groove in between tracks, and you can't get out of it.
Oh, okay. So I'm not even going to read the question again. The answer is are you freaking kidding me with these words? The Marashi.
It's Dutch, right?
Marachui. The Morashui.
That doesn't help. All right, give it to me. Let me see.
I can't.
Moritz-Shui.
Yeah, thank you.
In The Hague.
Moritz-Shui.
Mauritshuis. That's the word you want people to pronounce when they're drunk, because that would be super fun. It's in The Hague, in the Netherlands. The art museum is known for its robust collection of Dutch and Flemish paintings from the 15th and 17th century.
Makes sense.
So Dutch and Belgian.
Yes.
People.
Okay.
Yes.
This one is right up your alley.
Uh-oh.
What is the smallest snake in the world?
My alley.
I don't know. What is the smallest snake species in the world?
Species.
Yeah. You're all about the species.
Oh. I think it's the kangaroo snake.
The
pouch.
The mini kangaroo snake
That's right.
is, to be more precise, the only marsupial snake.
So that is the pygmy marmoset, by the way, the smallest marsupial.
Yeah?
Is the pygmy marmoset, yes, which is the funniest looking thing. Big long tail, like round face, and just like twitchy as fuck. Just like super, super nervous all the time. Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Brit.
Yeah. Smallest snake species.
Yeah. What is the smallest snake species in the world?
The worm snake.
The worm snake. The inchworm snake caterpillar.
I wonder how big the smallest snake would be. That's pretty interesting.
It's got to be like
inches, right?
Yeah, like really small.
Not even that.
Yeah.
Now, is it one of these they're gonna fake you because it's called a snake, but it's really a lizard. You know, it's got legs, but it's super tiny, and they just thought it was a snake when it came out, and they were like, I'm not gonna look at it.
All right. Answer is the Barbados thread snake.
Yeah.
Which is about 4 inches long. Its scientific name is Lickafuckathickafuckakari. That's the scientific name.
And that is the reason why you don't let drunk people name things.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
This is getting better.
Yeah,
this is actually, I mean, the answers are terrible.
They're horrible. Excelsior is the official motto of which U.S.
Yeah,
state?
it is.
We know this.
I know.
We know this.
I know. I saw it on my license plate when I got here. And oops. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is, now, is that why? Because that's, who's Excelsior? Some Marvel characters, Excelsior. That's Stan
Lee?
Stan Lee's, like, that's his motto, is Excelsior.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything's New York based for him, so I'm assuming that's where that came from.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
It's New York, people. Okay,
yeah. New York. It's New York. If you have not figured it out, it's where we are, New York.
When I was in grade school, Center Street School,
yeah,
I was on student council at some point, and some either state senator or congressperson came and gave us a flag that had flown over the state capitol and said Excelsior in big letters. And everybody's like, and he's like, yeah, can anybody pronounce that word? And I said, yeah, it's Excelsior. And he's like, Alka-Seltzer, you're right. And I was like, oh my God, how many times have you used that joke? Yeah. How often do you say that? You bring flags to everybody and you use that, right? That's your thing. So it stuck. I mean, I know it because of that.
That's funny. That is funny. Just to read the answer they give here, it says New York, the motto, which means ever upward, appears on the New York State coat of arms and the state flag.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Where is Earth's tallest vertical cliff located?
I believe that is Sacco's forehead. Am I wrong? I think that. Yeah, look at that. It's very low. It's a sheer surface, that is.
Yes, it is.
Holy cow. Treacherous from the top.
Yes, it is. Woof, woof, woof. Where is Earth's tallest vertical cliff located? That's not is it the Grand Canyon? Would it be there?
Vertical cliff, is that what it said?
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Or is it one of those under the Pacific Ocean, the Marianas Trench?
Yeah, exactly.
One of those deals.
Yeah. So I'm going to say Half Dome in Yosemite.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Slactastical says Yosemite.
Yosemite? Is that true? No, it's Half Dome.
Okay. Fiddy says volcanoes. I don't know. Is that a place, or are you just saying in general?
Yeah. But that's the point. There's like a level of magma.
So you don't think they're going to pull one of these under the ocean, you idiot things on us?
They probably could.
Yeah. Mariana Trench.
Trench.
Okay, let's see what the answer is. The answer here is Mount Thor.
Mount Thor?
Baffin Island, Canada.
Alan had Baffin Island.
Oh, Alan, there you go. Mount Thor's west face is a vertical drop of 4,101 feet.
Holy cow.
That's a lot of drop.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Mount Thor.
You think we could drive a car off it?
We could try. We could, Evel Knievel. That's one thing we miss in this world is a good Evel Knievel type guy.
No doubt. Yeah, I mean, they're still out there. I'm sure there's people.
Yeah, but nobody gives a shit. Back then, when Evel Knievel was around, he was hot shit, making movies because of his stuff.
Oh,
Evel Knievel.
Jump in the fountains at Caesar's Palace.
That's right. Right. What was the one he didn't make? Snake River Canyon?
That was so friggin' funny.
Remember that?
Oh, my God. Such a letdown. It was like the first kind of big letdown of stuff like that. You're like, he can jump 120 feet with his Harley Davidson, but now he's going to do this stupid thing with his steam-powered rocket cycle. And I'm like, what? And the funny thing is, if it had worked, here's the funny thing. If it had worked, it would have gone over the Snake River Canyon, it would have come down, parachute would come out, and it had like a shock absorber in the nose. So it would like boing, and when it landed, I'm like, oh, come on. That would have been just ridiculous.
Yeah. Too funny. Again, people don't know what the hell we're talking about. That's just too bad.
No.
What is the name of the award-winning children's book author and illustrator who created Where the Wild Things Are, among many other classic pictures books? All
right, come on. How many people are we going to get? Come on, I want to see how many people get this right.
The sad thing about it is that I don't remember but this was a question on Jeopardy the other day. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, right. And now I've completely forgotten it.
Oh, man. The Marijuana Trench. Yes, Slactastic.
Marijuana Trench
is correct.
Oh, that's got quite a vertical
And
face.
Iowa Joe sets the pace. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Maurice Sendak.
Hated that book as a kid.
I didn't like it either.
Frightened the fuck out of me.
Yeah, those big claws
couldn't
and the
do
faces.
Couldn't do it. No, that said something about me, I think.
Jada, don't say that was the Times version of the Tyson fight as though we're from a different time.
What Tyson fight?
So she's talking about the Evel Knievel disappointment is like that Times, like back in the old days. Their version, Don't imply that, Jada.
The Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's in his 50s.
Yeah, but there was a point where he
did. He lost to Buster Douglas from Columbus, Ohio.
Exactly.
And Columbus, Ohio went absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. Yeah, I was there for that. It was pretty cool.
All right, so the answer is yes. Other popular Sendak titles include In the Night Kitchen and Outside Over There.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
I don't know those either.
That's the first real everybody could get it one.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
I couldn't remember the name.
Of a certain age should know.
Yeah. Who's the creator of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, an animated TV show that debuted on Netflix in 2018 and continues the story of the original She-Ra animated series from the 1980s?
Wow.
Yes.
That's He-Man and She-Ra, correct? Am I wrong? What? Yeah. Well, we've got that. That's our superhero.
That's our superhero.
Right there. Absolutely.
Who is the creator of She-Ra and the Princesses
Yeah.
Princesses
is tough.
Princesses of Power, an animated TV show that debuted on Netflix in 2018 and continues the story of the original She-Ra animated series from the 1980s.
Is it a Rankin and Bass? They did all those stop motion animation Christmas specials. Is it
Geniuses?
Hanna-Barbera? Is it
who's the creator?
Oh God, who did the? I'm gonna say something really rude, and I didn't. Thank God. I saved myself right there. I'm
gonna say it's Rob Schneider.
I'm gonna say Seth Green.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Thank
actually, you. Yeah. Nobody has any idea in chat, so let's check the answer. It is Noelle Stevenson.
Of course, it is.
In addition to her TV work, Stevenson is known for writing and illustrating comics, including the graphic novel Nimona. There's a lot of words there that I don't know what the hell they are. A lot of words.
So I've been working from home. I've been working from my mother's house for the past 2 days, right?
Yeah.
And everything that my company does is virtual because there's half of us in one place and half of us in another place. So there's a lot of Zoom calls. There's a lot of.
Which half of you is in the other place?
So it's the lower half usually, which is why you can't see here. That's in San Diego right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm literally doing work and having these meetings and talking to people and whatever. And my mother is sitting there. And it's like when I was in college, she said this. She looked at me and she said, I understood every single word that you said, but when you put them all together the way you did, I had no concept of what was going on. And I was like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And this is a company that speaks in TLAs. Do you know what TLAs are?
No, I have no idea.
They're 3-letter acronyms. It's a joke, you see. So we have the big book of TLAs, so you know what people are talking about when they say, well, we're going to have to do the QBO on the QBL with an SNC. And you're like, okay, hang on. Just as I have to look that one up now. Yeah. So that's it's a different language, but it's the same words.
Right.
That's the weird part.
Well, that's all well and good, but what is the medical term that describes the decrease of body temperature in a fever patient?
Decrease?
What is the medical term that describes the decrease of body temperature in a fever patient? Anti-hotness syndrome?
Coming down.
Stuff. Descending?
Yeah. Improvement.
Yeah. Getting better? Feeling okay?
Of course, they made up some word,
I'm
sure.
I'll go for a walk.
I'm sure it's a made-up word.
I feel happy.
Not a word you hear or use or know.
I'm much better.
I feel happy.
What is the medical term that describes the decrease of body temperature in a fever patient?
Cooling off.
Yeah, it's defervescence.
Oh, well, of course it is.
Defervescence.
Oh, defervescence. I had defervescence once.
I had that. I used to use that in my hair.
I used to use it. It settles my stomach. I get the defervescence.
The term comes from the Latin word defervescent. Yeah,
of course
it
does.
Meaning ceasing to boil.
Oh, well, there you go.
Ceasing to boil.
Well, there you are.
But
boiling is 212.
Yes.
Am I wrong? And,
no, you're not wrong.
High temperature is 104.
104? Yeah, in a kid, maybe 104.
That's a different defervescence.
Oh, boy.
Ouch.
Here we go.
So now, when you when you subscribe to Mensa, they send you this? Is that the deal? That's why I'm recognizing that now. It's not something I thought of before.
Yeah, these are horrible. When I was doing my other interview program, and we do these every once in a while, everybody complained about the questions on this calendar. They're horrible. There's no question about it. Gamers are going to, I think, be able to answer this. Ooh. Which Super Mario video game sees Mario venturing far from the Mushroom Kingdom into New Donk City, an urban environment full of skyscrapers? Come on, Iowa. This is right up your alley.
Oh, God.
Which Super Mario video game sees Mario venturing far from the Mushroom Kingdom into New Donk City, an urban environment full of skyscrapers?
I wasted so much money on Donkey Kong in 1982.
In quarters.
In quarters.
Yeah.
That I have, or 100 yen coins. Now, I played it in the sit-down Japanese version when I was there. I couldn't win. I knew I couldn't win. I knew it was too complicated for my little, brain and eye-hand coordination. So I have never taken up gaming.
Wow.
Never.
Because of Donkey Kong?
Didn't own a console. Haven't owned a computer powerful enough to do anything on.
There goes my next question. I was saying, when are you going to play Apex?
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Us? But
unfortunately, just don't have it.
Yeah. So we got a few answers here, and I have no idea what the answer is. But Iowa says probably like Mario Party or Mario 64. Fiddy says Mario Odyssey. Slacktastical says Super Mario 3.
Oh, so they're in agreement.
Mario Golf.
Ooh.
Mario goes to whatever stupid art museum there is in The Hague that we were talking about.
The Flurgenhergen.
The Flurgenhergen Museum in The Hague.
In The Hague, man. Come on.
The answer is Super Mario Odyssey. Who said that? Fiddy said that. Fiddy said it.
With a question mark, so you were sure.
A video game for Nintendo Switch. In the game, Mario must power up the Odyssey airship in order to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser.
Oh, yeah, always. Right?
How can you not?
Princess Peach and Bowser. There's a guy. Oh, wait. I have to look this up. So I'm on a wonderful chat stream with my aunt and my cousin. And we send out funny names. And that's basically all it is. It's like anytime we come across something hilarious. And here's the one. In November 2021, Nintendo of America's Doug Bowser promised that Nintendo was making, quote, continuous improvements for their Joy-Cons. So the fact that there's a guy named Bowser working for Nintendo.
All right, I'm going to do something. Take it for a second here, Voldo.
Okay.
Take it for a second.
What am I on?
What I do.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to talk to you guys over here. So, oh gosh, I don't know what to say. Here's the thing. So my night last night was made by JV, his sister, his brother-in-law, his son, and his two nephews. They're playing, and I off the cuff said, "Hey, I can sing Dead Flowers by the Rolling Stones," like off the top of my head, like being an idiot. And, of course, he calls me up as Voldo to the stage at some point, and I get to sing on stage for the first time in front of people that I don't know, ever. And so it was a great night for me. It was the perfect night. And here's why it was the perfect night. Usually, in our perfect nights, it involves getting way too drunk, right? And this did not include getting way too drunk for kind of the first time. It was just a nice, steady, easy kind of, we're there, we're being casual. The other thing that happened was it is alumni weekend in my hometown, meaning all these old people from one of the colleges in our town show up and have their 30th, 40th, 50th reunions. And we met a bunch of people on their 50th college reunion. They all came in wearing matching hats. They all had 3 Greek letters on them. I sent those 3 Greek letters to my mother, who went to college at this school as well before these people who were on their 50th college reunion. And she said, "Yep, that's my sorority that those women are from." And so I went and introduced myself and said, "My mother is one of your sisters from substantially before you were in school." And then we proceeded to go down this weird rabbit hole of I know this person and they know this person, and we all had these interconnecting kind of people that we knew, and it was a really, really wonderful night. And that's the great thing about small towns. We've got this wonderful kind of, I don't know, there's an environment in Oneonta, if you've ever been here, that it is, it's populated by a lot of locals and a lot of college students, and the combination is very interesting. But the cool thing is, if you spend any time here, you kind of get to know everybody, and that's what I did. It was a good time. How are we doing over there?
Keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. What else? Going to New Hampshire tomorrow. driving up to Boston and then up to New Hampshire from there with my mom. That's actually the reason I'm here. But that's going to be fun. Get to see aunt and uncle and cousins and a bunch of other people as well. So I'm on my first vacation of the summer. I get to do some more stuff. And again, working remotely means that I can go and be with people, but still get work done and not have to take vacation time, which is actually pretty cool because I'm looking to take a substantial amount in the fall because it's going to be my 25th anniversary. So that's a big thing that's coming up. And I can't wait. Oh, my God. I don't know what's going on over here, but I'm seeing something, and it looks pretty funny. God, what else? I've drained what I was thinking of. Oh, God. All right, here's something. Ready? People that I work with were on an offsite today, last 2 days. I wasn't there. But they asked to send in a funny story, and here's my funny story. When I was, it's a long time ago. So this is probably 1991 or 1992, and I'm in an airport. I'm waiting for a rental car. And over the loudspeakers I hear, would Mr. Seinfeld please meet their party at the lower level by baggage claim? It was just where I'm standing. I'm waiting for my car.
All right, that's enough.
Oh, man, I just got into the good part.
You got to come over here so you can read this, okay? Because we are going to do a Chat GPT written comedy sketch.
Brilliant.
For you live. We have not read this.
It.
We don't know what it is. I can increase the size of this, right?
Plus.
Yeah.
Control
plus.
There we go. What did you ask it to write?
I said, write a comedy bit for 2 radio hosts named JV and VOLDO. Keep it to under 2 minutes.
So this is like a morning show or something?
I don't know.
All right.
I have no idea what we're going to see here. All right,
do we have upbeat music?
That's
that's too bad.
We do. Hang on. Right. Hang the heck on.
All right.
Hang on.
That's the end of it.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Good morning, everyone. You're listening to the wackiest duo in the airways, JV and VOLDO. How are you doing today, VOLDO?
Oh, JV, I'm doing great. You know, I woke up this morning feeling like $1 million.
Really? What happened? Did you win the lottery?
No, nothing that exciting. I found a $5 bill in my pocket from last year's Christmas gift. It was like winning a small-scale lottery, right?
VOLDO, you're the king of finding joy in the little things. So what did you do with your newfound fortune?
Well, I went to a fancy coffee shop, and I ordered the most expensive latte. It was called the Gilded Caramel Deluxe or something. The barista asked me if I wanted to add gold flakes on top. I said, sure, why not? I'm feeling rich. Turns out the gold flakes were just spray-painted cornflakes.
Oh, VOLDO, you never fail to crack me up. So did you at least enjoy your coffee?
Oh, the taste was amazing, JV. But the bathroom scale had a heart attack when I stepped on it later. Turns out gold flakes add more to your waistline than your bank account.
Well, VOLDO, at least you're worth your weight in gold now, right? But hey, speaking of money, did you hear about the new dollar store diet craze?
Oh, I did. They say you can lose weight just by shopping at the dollar store.
That's right. Apparently, every time you lift something from the bottom shelf, it's like doing a deadlift at the gym. And if you can find the expiration date on a dollar store item, you burn enough calories to eat a pizza.
Talk about bargain fitness, JV. You know, we should try it and document our progress on social media. We'll be the first radio hosts with six-packs abs, sponsored by Discount Cookies.
That is a brilliant idea, VOLDO. We'll be fitness influencers in no time. People will flock to the dollar store, not for discounts, but for a chance to work on their beach bodies. We might even start a whole new trend.
Oh, absolutely, JV. The broke but buff movement. We need expensive. Who needs expensive gyms when you have discount stores at your expert guide? And your expert guidance.
That's right, VOLDO. So listeners, get ready to flex those dollar store muscles and join the broke but buff revolution. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to keep smiling, laughing, and finding joy in the little things just like VOLDO.
Thanks, JV. And remember, don't spray paint your cornflakes with gold. It's not as glamorous as it sounds.
That's genius.
Well, I, for one, would like to welcome our AI overlords.
Yes. Wow.
Our AI morning show overlords.
Oh, my goodness. And just so people can see what we're looking at, this is what we're looking at.
That's it. The dollar store diet. Jesus. That's impressive.
Oh my God, it's scary and funny all at the same time.
And that's why we're laughing. It's not necessarily because it's good or funny. It's just because it came just like that.
Holy cow.
Write a 2-minute skit for more. Wow.
The dollar store diet.
Oh my God.
That is incredible.
Jesus. Cheap but buff? No, what is it? Something but buff.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
Oh.
Yay.
That's all you guys have to say about that? That was hilarious.
That was
hilarious. Kidding me? And
broke but buff. There we go.
Broke but buff. Dollar store diet.
Booze, brews, and bros, broke but buff.
Oh my God, we gotta do a new one.
Okay, what? Come on, give us some ideas. What do you want, people?
Yeah, give us another skit idea.
Tell us what you want. This is a thing. Get used to it. That was incredible. I've actually used it. I'm a data analyst by trade, right? And I have asked ChatGPT to write me code to do something that I want to do in databases, and it has, and it worked. And I was frightened, just immediately frightened. It's for stuff like that, for purposes like that, it's better than any search anymore, at least right now. And again, because it's in its infancy and it hasn't been taken over by commercialism, like the internet itself. But it really does get, I mean, obviously from wherever it gets those things, wherever it gets its logic from, wherever it gets its content from. That's the first one still. Oh my God, that was funny. Sorry, I think we think it's a lot more funny because we've got to amp up to do it, and that just sort of gets you sweating and gets your heart beating and the blood pumping, and that makes it a little bit better. Now we will see if doing it's very interesting because what he's doing right now is similar to what we just did. But we'll see if it makes any changes. We'll see if the content that comes out of it adds anything to it.
Okay, here we go.
just watching it write the thing is really impressive. Here, it keeps going.
Oh my God,
keeps going.
All right, sound of upbeat jazzy music. Let's go back to our
upbeat jazzy music.
to our music thing. Where is it? Here we go.
The title is JV and Voldo's comedy skit.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Ready for this? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another hilarious episode of the JV and Voldo show. I'm JV, the Jolly Jokester.
Sorry. And I'm Voldo, the rash-ridden rascal. Yeah, I got a rash. It's right here. Look at my rash. It's rash.
Oh, Voldo, I see you're still battling with that rash. Did you try the ointment I recommend?
Oh, I tried it, JV. It made my rash turn into a graffiti wall. Now I have an itch that says hello on my arm.
Well, oh my God. Well, at least you're making art out of your misfortune, Voldo. So what's been happening in the world of comedy, my friend?
Oh, JV, have you heard about the new comedian who tells jokes while riding a unicycle?
I know. I haven't. What's their act like?
Well, let's just say it's a balancing act between laughter and disaster. Last night, they accidentally juggled their punchlines and landed straight into the audience.
Ouch. Talk about a punchline gone wrong. I hope they're okay.
Oh, don't worry. They're fine. They took a bow from the hospital bed, and the audience gave them a standing ovation. They said it was the best act they've ever seen.
Now that's what I call dedication to comedy. Speaking of dedication, Voldo, I heard you tried stand-up comedy for the first time last week.
Oh, yeah. It was quite an experience, JV. I started by saying, "Why did the chicken go to the seance?" And someone from the crowd shouted, "To talk to the other side."
That's a classic punchline. What happened next?
Well, I got nervous and blurted out, "No, it wanted to ask the spirits for a good anti-itch cream." The crowd was confused, but they laughed anyway because the laughter is the best medicine.
You turned a chicken joke into a rash revelation. Only you, Voldo. By the way, have you been following the latest trends in comedy?
Oh, of course, JV. Did you know that comedians are now using emojis as punchlines? It's like they're sending laughter through text messages.
That's hilarious. I can imagine a stand-up comic saying, "Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because it was outstanding."
Insert laugh
Insert
emoji.
laugh
emoji. Oh, JV, we should try that. Maybe we'll become the first radio host to tell jokes with emojis.
That's a brilliant idea.
That's a visual joke on a radio show.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Voldo. We'll be pioneers in comedy history. Let's wait until your rash clears up first. We don't want the listeners scratching their heads instead of laughing.
Oh, fair point, JV. Well, folks, we hope you had a good laugh with us today. Remember, laughter is contagious, so spread it like a good rash-free vibe.
That's right, Voldo. Until next time, keep smiling, keep laughing, and stay tuned for more zany adventures on the JV and Voldo show.
Oh, no, we've hit on something.
Oh, my God.
It's the laughy sweats now.
Oh, man. Crying, laughing, sweating. Holy cow.
So you couldn't see it, but it literally said, insert emoji here in the script. And I'm like, we're reading this. We're supposed to insert an emoji in this. Oh, God, that was great.
Oh, wow. I'll give you the keyboard if you want to try one.
Include the fact that Voldo's a rash. Oh, my God.
All right, hang on. Let me start a new one here. I hope this is entertaining you guys, because it's entertaining the hell out of us. I'll tell you that right now. I don't understand why. New chat.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh man, I got to look and see if people are. I don't think people are enjoying it as much as we are. Sounds like Voldo sounds like Kramer from Seinfeld.
I got a little Kramer in me.
This is like the next evolutionary step in adult Mad Libs. It is very close.
Very true.
Yeah. If you write it after it finishes, it adds more. Right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We could have it write Crapco commercials, but right now this is more fun. Do you need to see what you're typing?
What I'm typing.
All right. Well, hold on. There it is.
Okay.
Oh man. I need tissues. I need.
Oops.
This might be a whole new show unto itself.
Oh, it is.
Right here. Cold reading Chat GPT comedy scripts with JV and Voldo. Holy cow.
Can I write that right?
It takes a lot of concentration.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The title of this, by the way, is the hilarious horse tranquilizer mix-up. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Oh, it's still writing.
It's almost there. End skit. There we go.
There's a disclaimer at the end, which we'll read at the very end.
Disclaimer.
There is a disclaimer. All right. You go ahead.
The scene is JV and Voldo are standing in a pharmacy looking confused.
Voldo, remind me again why we're in a pharmacy?
JV, my friend, we're here to pick up our medication.
Medication? What's wrong with us?
Shh, not so loud. We don't want everyone to know our little secret. Pharmacist approaches. Pharmacist.
Oh, we have a third person in this.
There's a pharmacist.
Okay.
Pharmacist. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How can I help you today?
Well, we're here to pick up our medication. It's horse tranquilizers.
Yes, horse tranquilizers. We have horses, you see. Pharmacist. Horses. All right. Let me check your prescriptions. Pharmacist checks prescriptions. I'm sorry, but I can't find your prescriptions for horse tranquilizers. Are you sure you're at the right pharmacy?
Did we go to the wrong place, Voldo?
No. We have the right place. Maybe it's a mix-up.
Is there any chance, Mr. Pharmacist, that you accidentally gave our horse prescriptions? What? Mr. Pharmacist, is there any chance you accidentally gave our horse's prescription to us?
That would be quite a mix-up indeed, but I assure you we don't stock horse tranquilizers here. Well, I'm not here. Then where did we... Oh, JV, remember when we were visiting that veterinarian's office last week?
Oh, no. We must have picked up our prescriptions from the vet's office instead of the pharmacy.
That means our horses must have received our medication. JV and Voldo rush out of the pharmacy in panic, leaving the pharmacist bewildered. Seeing JV and Voldo arrive at the stables, where two horses are peacefully munching on hay.
Where are our horses? We need to find them.
Looking around. Wait, JV, look at the horses over there. They seem different. They approach the horses and notice they are extremely relaxed, almost lethargic.
Voldo, those are our horses.
Well, at least we know the horse tranquilizers work on humans.
But what do we do now? We can't just leave them like this.
I have an idea. Let's organize the world's first horseback riding competition for sleepy horses. We can call it Snooze and Cruise.
I've got a director's note here. Where did the accent come from all of a sudden, Voldo? Where did that come from?
It's been coming. It's been working its way out.
That's brilliant. We can invite all of our friends and make it a hilarious event.
They both burst into laughter, and they imagine the absurdity of horseback riding competition for sedated horses. End of skit.
And the disclaimer, comedy skits involving medication should be handled with care, and it's important to ensure the humor does not promote unsafe or harmful behavior. The skit above aims to create a lighthearted and absurd scenario, but it's important to remember that using medication in unintended ways can be dangerous.
That's interesting.
Wow.
That's interesting. Oh.
Wow.
I mean, the whole things you hear about people trying to get it to like be racist or swear or those things obviously don't happen, but certain things do, and they've recognized that when you're talking about these things, that those are the things that you have to at some point make sure that people are being safe with. Oh my God, that was pretty amazing. Sorry, didn't know that the pharmacist was going to show up. I said comedy skit, and so it was just for two people, but it added a third. It's got its own artistic license, I guess. But yeah, that's incredible. Oh my Lord, that's a use for it. I think that's a good use, a positive use for it. Oh God. I read over his shoulder and I just laugh. Oh man!
All right, we'll try this one more time here. Oh my God, it's too funny. As it writes away. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You're right, Voldo. I see there. I saw a mention of Mama. I don't know what's happening here.
Background music.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Do we need music? Oh, we need background music.
Background music.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead. What's the title?
Okay, so this is titled The Hilarious Meatball Mishap.
Good morning, folks. You're tuning in to Wacky Radio, where the fun never stops. I'm Voldo, and joining me as always is the man with the jokes, JV.
Thanks, Voldo. I've got a meaty punchline for you today.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it, JV. Before that, let's talk about today's sponsor, Mama Rosa's Meatballs.
Ah, Mama Rosa's, the only meatballs that make you dance with joy.
Absolutely. These meatballs are so delicious, they have you tapping your toes and shaking your hips. Just don't eat them while you're driving, folks.
That's right, Voldo. It's hard to keep your hands on the wheel when Mama Rosa's meatballs are involved, but let me tell you, it's worth the risk.
Speaking of risk, JV, remember that time we had a meatball mashup right here in the studio?
Or mishap.
It's a mashup. It's got the same letters.
Oh boy, do I ever. Do I ever. It was a day I won't soon forget. We were doing a live giveaway of Mama Rosa's meatballs, and we had a caller on the line ready to win.
That's right, JV. The caller was so excited, they started chanting, meatballs, meatballs, meatballs. And in the commotion, we accidentally knocked over the bowl of meatballs right onto the control panel.
It was meatball madness. The control panel went haywire, and we all heard... and all we heard were strange sound effects and music blaring in the background. We couldn't stop laughing at the meatball mishap.
The listeners must have thought we'd gone completely nuts. But hey, it's all in the name of Mama Rosa's delicious meatballs.
You bet, Voldo. And let's not forget the interns. They were slipping and sliding in the meatball mayhem, trying to salvage what they could. It was like a wacky game show.
Oh, those poor interns. But hey, they got a hands-on experience they'll never forget. They'll be telling their grandchildren about the great meatball fiasco of Wacky Radio.
You're right, Voldo. It goes down in radio history. And you know what? Despite the mess and the chaos, we had a blast. Mama Rosa's meatballs brought us together in the most unexpected way.
That's the magic of Mama Rosa's, JV. They not only fill your stomach, but also your hearts with laughter. So, folks, if you want a taste of pure joy, grab a plate of Mama Rosa's meatballs today.
And don't forget to thank us when you start dancing in the streets.
Well, that wraps up another wacky morning with Valdo and JV. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Until next time, keep laughing, keep dancing, and keep those meatballs coming.
Meatball Madness Radio. Ouch.
Oh, there's no disclaimer about meatballs.
No disclaimer.
Being
You can
dangerous.
do whatever you want with your meatballs.
Yes.
Apparently you can.
Oh,
Ouch.
Yeah.
Those are hilarious.
That is really,
That's
really
pretty
funny.
good.
Yeah.
There's something to that. Yes, there is. I mean, because again, it's fast. That's the point. You know, it's not you have to sit down and think of it and write it. You just perform it in the moment. Wow.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, do one more.
You want to do it or you want me to do it?
No, go ahead.
You want me to do it? Okay. All right. While Valdo entertains you, I will come in here
let's
and
see.
say...
Do I have any updates here? Wait, just a second. Hang on. What time is it? 10:14. Oh my gosh, it's only 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Ooh, Denver leads Miami 74-64 in the 4th game of the NBA Finals. Just so you know. Wow. All right, that's all. Okay. So yes, we are happy with this. You just think of this? Had you done something like this before?
Not
or have you
this specifically.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, for God's sake.
Get ready.
I know the title.
Get ready.
I know what it's called. Looks good. Oh, God.
I think we need some additional characters.
It's a lot of additional characters.
I saw Mr. Guppy.
I saw suspicious fish vendor.
Oh.
All right, here we go. I'm going to have to keep these straight.
What? Is it done?
Oh.
It just says JV Proud. What is that?
Stop.
Okay. Well, we'll just...
We may get to a point where it's...
Yeah, it may just end oddly. All right, so the title of this is Fishy Business. We're at a police station.
Set the scene.
During the day.
Okay, no. Set the scene.
Oh, Valdo, a seasoned detective in his late 40s wearing a trench coat, and JV, a young and enthusiastic rookie detective, enter the station with coffee cups in hand.
Another day, another crime, JV. What's on the agenda today?
You won't believe it, Valdo. We have a bizarre case on our hands. Hey!
Bizarre, you say? Well, enlighten me, JV. Internal crime scene day.
Yeah, Valdo and JV arrive at a dimly lit room. A body lies on the floor with the head of a fish resting on its shoulder.
Well, JV, it seems our victim had a real fishy encounter.
Oh, come on, Valdo. Don't you think it's a bit fishy?
Valdo tries to hold back laughter. Let's not let this case slip through our fingers, JV. I put on gloves.
Yeah, they both put on gloves and begin inspecting the crime scene. Later, Valdo and JV interrogate a suspect, Mr. Guppy, a nervous and twitchy man.
Mr. Guppy, we have evidence linking you to this fishy affair. Care to explain?
I swear, officers, I had nothing to do with it. I may be a fishmonger, but I'm no fish-headed killer. Fishmonger, huh? Seems like you've got quite the affinity for fish, Mr. Guppy.
Well, I suppose you could say he's head over heels for them.
I'm innocent. Someone's trying to frame me.
Internal police station later. Valdo and JV review the evidence in their office. Fishy head, fishmonger. Something smells fishier.
I think we're onto something, Valdo. Let's follow the scent.
Valdo and JV run out of the office, determined to solve the case. Internal undercover fish market day. Valdo and JV, disguised as fishermen, enter a bustling fish market. They approach suspicious fish vendor.
Valdo, look. That fish vendor seems a little too fishy.
You're right, JV. Let's reel him in.
Oh, my God.
He approached the vendor. We're looking for some special fish, if you catch my drift.
Ah, detectives, you've come to the right place.
I mean, how do you know we're detectives?
Follow me.
Interior secret room day. Valdo and JV enter a hidden room filled with aquariums. The suspicious fish vendor reveals his true identity, a notorious crime lord known as the Codfather.
Well, detectives, you've found my little operation.
It seems your fishy instincts were right, Codfather. Your headless fish operation ends here.
And that's the end. That's it. It was going to write more, and it
stopped
just
writing.
stopped.
It started asking for money.
Wow. The Codfather.
The Codfather is in. There's like would you say lots of fish puns? Is that what it said?
Yeah, well, I didn't say that. I said,
oh, wow.
Write a comedy sketch about two detectives named Voldo and JV. I should have said they discover a body with the head of a fish.
And all of the puns just sort of roll.
Oh my God, so crazy.
Ouch. Yeah, this could be something for us because it's all we need. It's just to get kicked off. Oh man, then the voices start. Oh God, yeah, you need a third person to be everybody else.
Let's see what they do with this one.
Oh man. Yep. This will be
oh boy.
Oh God.
This could be.
Wow. This is something we would write. This is very close.
Yeah.
To something
Okay.
we would
All
write.
right. So this one's called Funny Laughter Master.
There we go.
Opening scene, a brightly lit stage with JV and Voldo, two energetic and charismatic pitchmen, standing side by side. Excitement fills the air as they address the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the most uproarious commercial you'll ever see. We've got a product so hilarious, so outrageous, you won't believe your eyes. I'm JV.
And I'm Voldo, and together we're here to introduce you to the most side-splitting invention of the century. Say hello to the LaughMaster 3000.
Camera zooms in on a comically oversized, colorful device with buttons and knobs that emits a cheerful sound as JV and Voldo point at it. JV, picture this, folks. You're feeling a little down, the world seems gray, and you need an instant pick-me-up. Well, worry no more. With the LaughMaster 3000, you'll be rolling on the floor with laughter in no time.
That's right, JV. This ingenious contraption is equipped with cutting-edge technology designed to tickle your funny bone. And trust us, it delivers belly laughs like you've never experienced before.
JV and Voldo dramatically demonstrate the use of the LaughMaster 3000, pressing buttons and turning knobs as hilarity ensues. Now, let's talk about the features that make the LaughMaster 3000 a must-have for every comedy aficionado. First up, the joke amplifier. It takes any joke, no matter how corny, no matter how stupid, and amplifies the laughter to ear-splitting levels.
But wait, there's more. With the giggling gears setting, you'll be treated to an array of contagious giggles and chuckles, guaranteed to brighten even the gloomiest of days.
And for those who need an instant comedy fix, we have the one-liner generator. Simply press the button, and you'll be showered with an endless stream of puns, zingers, and knee slappers.
But the LaughMaster 3000 doesn't stop there, folks. It comes with a built-in prank caller mode. Just enter a friend's number and watch as hilarity unfolds on the other side of the line.
JV and Voldo share mischievous smiles, exchanging a knowing glance. And did we mention the incredible sound effects? The LaughMaster 3000 produces the most uproarious cackles, snorts, and guffaws you've ever heard. It's like having a comedy club right in your living room.
Exactly, JV. The LaughMaster 3000 is portable, easy to use, and guaranteed to bring a smile to your face. It's perfect for parties, family gatherings, and even a quiet night at home when you need a good chuckle.
So don't delay, folks. Get your hands on the LaughMaster 3000 today and prepare for a lifetime of laughter, and good times. But wait, there's more.
Call now and receive our exclusive Comedy Collector's Pack. Absolutely free. It includes a collection of classic comedy movies, a whoopee cushion, and a rubber chicken for those impromptu comedic moments.
So what are you waiting for? Get ready to unleash your inner laughter. Dial the number on your screen or visit our website to order the LaughMaster 3000 and claim your free Comedy Collector's Pack. Ta-da! And scene.
LaughMaster is too hard to say.
It's a really tough thing to say. Yeah. All right. So I think we'll do one more, I think.
Yep.
And let's have chat give us some guidance here.
Voldo and JV do what?
Yeah. Voldo and JV do what? And we'll put it in there.
Yep.
And so we'll let folks mull that one over.
That's a good question. Oh my God, that's impressive. That you can get entertainment out of something like that.
Now, for those of you who don't know, and I know we've talked about it, but at various times, but Voldo and I used to do recordings and write our own scripts and make funny stuff up when we were kids. Imagine if we had this.
Yeah. Nuts. Absolutely bonkers. Man. Oh God.
Okay,
so we would do the.
Okay, I like that, Mary Grace. I like that. we'll include that. That's one component.
Yep. I like that. Oh man.
I like that a lot.
I think YouTube has stopped.
Why is it so far behind? We had to do this before.
Did that before. Yeah. There we go.
I don't know why it does that. I hope people are finding this entertaining because I'm laughing my ass off, literally.
There are still people.
Literally.
Substantial numbers.
Laughing hysterically.
Single digits of people.
Single digits. We've got single digits of people.
Single digits of people here. Anyone's better than just us doing it to each other.
We've got over 8 people watching.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Amanda, we got that and we got that. I'm going to wait for one more person to chime in here, and then I'm going to write this out.
Very nice.
In fact, I'm going to start writing it out right now.
Yes. I love that it saves them all, too. Just got a big list of them down the side. You can bring them back up. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's interesting. So the the Meatball Madness one was kind of a callback to something that we saw someone else do, which we just absolutely adored, which was the combination Italian restaurant and plumbing supply company. Bust-a-guttas. And it was kind of we sort of took something like that, and that's kind of what we aspired to do, is to get to the level of that, because it was all the background sound effects and like someone like across the room screaming, "Yeah, I got an order pot, PVC pipe, and some spaghetti," and it was pretty impressive for the day for small town radio. Oh my gosh, this is going to be something.
All right. Do we have any other ghost hunting? Was there anything else? Gas station. Okay. All right. Well, we're just going to go with that then.
All right. Oh my God. It's big.
Here we go.
It is big.
Here we go.
It is thinking.
There's a lot of also the stage directions. The first one didn't have many stage directions.
Oh my gosh! And but it uses the proper internal day. Oh,
looks to me like it.
There's a limit. There's a character limit.
Is that what it is?
Maybe.
All right. Well, we'll read what we got.
Yep.
Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is called the Ghostly Gas Station.
And the scene is JV and Voldo are sitting in a car dressed in ghost hunting gear, ready for an adventure.
All right, Voldo. Tonight's the night we become the greatest ghost hunters in history.
Absolutely, JV. The supernatural realm won't know what hit them.
They drive down a deserted road and spot a gas station. Oh, look! We could use some snacks before we embark on our paranormal journey. Let's stop here.
They park the car and walk towards the gas station. As they enter, the door creaks loudly. Oh, did you hear that?
Relax, Voldo. It's just a creaky door. We're here for ghosts, remember?
They walk to the snack aisle and start picking out various items.
Okay, let's get some chips, some energy drinks, and do ghosts like beef jerky?
I don't think so, but it wouldn't hurt to have some as a backup plan.
As they approach the cashier, they notice a peculiar-looking employee. Excuse me, sir, do you have any advice for ghost hunting?
Gas station attendant in spooky voice. Beware, for tonight the spirits are restless. They hunger for company.
Thanks. We'll keep that in mind.
Voldo goes to pay, but the cash register starts acting up.
Cash register makes a beep, beep, blip, error. Oh, no. A possessed cash register.
It's just a malfunction. Stay calm.
They finally pay and head back to the car, their nerves slightly rattled. Okay, Voldo, let's put that eerie encounter behind us and focus on the ghosts.
Right. Onwards to the haunted mansion.
They arrive at the haunted mansion, their flashlights illuminating the spooky entrance. All right, Voldo, we're here. Stay alert.
Absolutely, JV. I've got my electromagnetic field detector ready.
They enter the mansion, and every creak and rustle sends them into a panic. Did you hear that? That must be a ghost.
No. It's just the wind, JV. Don't let your imagination run wild.
They proceed cautiously, but suddenly a door slams shut, making them jump. A ghost! We're doomed!
No, it's just a draft, JV. Keep it cool.
They continue exploring, and a painting falls off the wall, startling them again. This place is truly haunted, Voldo. Let's get out of here.
JV, it was probably just a loose nail. We can't give up now.
They muster up the courage and reach a room with an old Ouija board. Voldo, there it is, the heart of the supernatural. Let's summon a spirit.
Okay, but promise me you won't freak out at every little sound.
They place their fingers on the planchette, ready for a ghostly encounter. Suddenly, the planchette moves on its own. Voldo, did you do that?
No, JV, I swear. I'm not touching it.
And you're going to have to wait till week 2 for the ending, because that's where it ends. Can we say write more?
Oh, it could be.
Let's see what happens if we say that. Oh, yeah. Okay,
oh, good. Okay, here it comes.
We know what happens. We're going to see what happens now, because we're as wrapped up in this story as you are.
Man. Okay. All right. We see end of skit at the bottom. All right. This will be it.
Here we go. All right. Voldo. All right, so JV and Voldo are frozen in fear, staring at the Ouija board. Voldo, we've been tricked. This ghost has a sense of humor.
Quick, JV. We need to close the portal. Grab the salt and the holy water.
They frantically search their ghost hunting gear, knocking over their equipment in the process. I can't find the salt. It's like it's vanished into thin air.
Stay calm, JV. We'll think of something. Maybe we can reason with the mischievous ghost?
Reason with a ghost? Are you out of your mind, Voldo?
Just then, the room goes pitch black, and they hear eerie laughter echoing around them.
Oh, welcome, ghost hunters, to your worst nightmare. Voldo, we've got to get out of here. This ghost has a twisted sense of humor.
You're right, JV. Let's make a run for it.
They dash toward the exit, knocking over furniture and stumbling over each other.
Scene. JV and Voldo burst out of the mansion, panting heavily, their faces filled with relief.
Voldo, we made it. We survived the ghostly gas station and the haunted mansion.
Oh, indeed, JV. Our ghost hunting adventure did go as planned, but at least we'll have a good story to tell that didn't go as planned.
They both burst into laughter, shaking off their lingering fears. Hey, Voldo, maybe we should stick to less spooky endeavors in the future.
Agreed, JV. How about we become professional balloon animal makers instead?
Perfect. No ghosts, just laughs and squeaky balloons.
They walk off into the night, chuckling and leaving behind the world of ghost hunting.
There you go.
Well,
there you go.
That's the best we got to offer right now. Holy hell.
Oh, man.
Only funny because we get to do it ourselves.
Mary Grace says, save this one for Paranormal Reality TV. Well, how so? How so? How should we use this for Paranormal Reality TV, Mary Grace? Are you saying, what are you saying?
Write an actual paranormal that goes through the whole thing. Goes to a gas station, goes to a haunted mansion.
Do what?
Go through the whole process, you know? You have a gas station, you have a haunted mansion.
I don't know what you're saying.
I mean, for Paranormal TV, you could do that. You could and I mean, you could find a haunted gas station.
Oh, I see. You actually go out and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Why did that sound like the Slim Jim wrestler? I don't know. Who sounded like the Slim Jim?
Oh, yeah. It's the Macho Man. That's Randy Savage.
Yeah, Twitch is live. Who asked that? Is Twitch live? Somebody asked that. Fiddy asked that.
Yep. I know, for the first time in a long time.
Do you guys want to do another one, or have you had enough?
Yeah, it's a good question. That is a good question. Because, I mean, we're having fun with it.
I know. This is the problem. We're having a ball, and I don't know if anybody is entertained, but we sure as hell are. Holy cow, we are very entertained by this.
Are people mostly East Coast? Is that the audience, or are there? Seems like there's.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
I think they're all over the place.
Yep.
More. Oh, we got a couple. All right, Select Tactical, Amanda both say more.
Well, okay.
All right, well then give us an idea.
That's all it takes.
Give us an idea, and we will
pretty easy.
Put it in here. So, write a or two.
So do what? Yeah. Yeah. He's going to get tricky now. He's going to start giving us more quirks and more specifics that we will have to act out. I think that's the way to go. But I think that's all improv stuff. They give you, but they give you very, very general things, and then you can play on that however you want. But I think with this, the more detail you give it, then the more detail obviously you're going to get back. So if you can say, these people are of a certain nature, they have certain quirks, they say, act, do certain things. I'm trying not to look at what he's typing because I don't want to know. I want it to be a surprise now. That's even more fun because then you have to pick it up in context and just go with it. But I think that's good. I think that we have a high possibility of success when that happens.
Oh. All right.
I
don't know how this. I may have made this. May be a little too wordy. We'll see how this goes.
And then what is it? Write more. What do you do at the bottom if it?
I said write more last time.
And
yeah, and it just added it. Completed it for us.
That's pretty impressive. Do you think it's getting smarter as it does all this? Do you think it every time it does there's at the end? Okay.
Okay. All right. So the title of this one is Voldo and JV, the bumbling basketball imposters. The scene is a local basketball court. Voldo and JV, two mediocre basketball players, are shooting hoops and missing most of their shots.
Oh man, I can't believe we've been playing for hours and we still haven't made a single shot.
I know, Voldo. We're like the kings of mediocrity, but hey, at least we're having fun, right?
Enter a group of enthusiastic fans cheering and clapping.
Fan number 1. Oh my gosh, it's Voldo and JV. You guys are amazing. Can we have your autographs?
Yeah, sure. We're super famous basketball players,
Voldo, we should just go along with it. It's not every day we get mistaken for superstars.
Okay. Let's give it a shot. I hope they don't ask us anything too specific.
The fans approach, holding out basketballs and pieces of paper for autographs. Fan number 2 says,
Can you sign this ball for me? You guys have the best shooting skills in the entire league. Yes, the roundness is impeccable. We definitely know a thing or two about shooting. In fact, we're masters of the air ball shot. It's a secret technique,
Fan number 3. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm meeting you guys. Can you show us that famous dunk you did last week? Of course, we've mastered the art of gravity defiance. Just stand back, everyone.
Voldo and JV attempt to jump and dunk, but they miserably fail, missing the rim entirely. That was the advanced technique called the ground-shattering miss. We're working on perfecting it.
Fan number 1. Okay. Can you tell us about that amazing comeback game last month? You mean the game where we defied the odds and scored a lot of
points.
Points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was epic. Yeah.
Really? I don't remember that game. What about the buzzer beater shot you made? The legendary buzzer beater. Unfortunately, it's so legendary that no one saw it happen. It was like a ninja shot, too fast for the human eye.
Fan number 3 is disappointed. I guess we must have missed all those incredible moments. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us anyway. Yeah, no problem. We're always happy to meet fans, even if we have to make up some stories.
The fans start to walk away, still looking puzzled. Whew, that was close. We almost blew our cover.
Yeah, but it was fun while it lasted, Voldo. We may not be basketball stars, but we sure know how to entertain our fans.
They share a laugh as they continue shooting hoops, embracing their mediocrity and enjoying the simple. And that's where the story ends. The simple. Enjoy the simple. That's our lesson for the day. Enjoy the simple, everyone. Oh God! Now I'm reading it again. I'm sorry I did that.
We're going to add to this story.
Here it goes.
We're going to pick up where this left off.
Uh-oh.
It's writing the whole thing over again.
Oh no.
This is all the same.
Yeah.
This is all the same.
Yeah.
Roundness is impeccable. Yeah.
Jump and dunk.
Gravity defiance.
Okay, can you tell us at the comeback?
Yeah.
Don't remember that game.
Okay. All right, so that's new. Now we're in new territory here. So it picks up Really, I don't remember the game. What about the buzzer beater shot you made? And Voldo and JV.
Okay, JV, we can't keep pretending. It's time to reveal the truth.
Yeah, I think you're right, Voldo. Fans, we have a confession to make. We're not actually basketball stars.
Huh? What? Huh? We're undercover agents working on a top-secret mission to infiltrate a basketball-themed criminal organization.
Wait, what? You see, our mediocre basketball skills were actually a clever disguise to blend in with ordinary players, allowing us to gather information without raising any suspicion.
So you're not terrible at basketball? You were just pretending? Exactly. We had to maintain our cover, even if it meant missing shots and making up stories.
Ta-da! Wow. That was a little anticlimactic, Chat GPT.
Chat GPT's getting tired. I think that's probably what it is.
Okay. All right, I got one more.
All right.
One more, and
One
then
more.
I know that you've got an early morning.
I do.
So,
I do.
Don't read it. And
I'm not reading.
And
I will talk over
here. Where are you?
Somewhere.
There you are, there.
Yeah, hi over there. Yeah, it's always fun to come. I'm glad we get a chance to do this when I'm in town. It really kind of picks my spirit up. I hope everybody's happy. It's amazing to me that there are people out there with the alerts on for this still. And so when it shows up, they actually show up for us. And we love that because we do it because we're together and we love that there's someone we can share it with. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And so we really appreciate all you out there who are watching us live, and anybody in the future who might come across this and get this far into it. That would be pretty impressive. I caught a glimpse, but I didn't see anything. So
Caught a glimpse, but you didn't see anything?
I saw words. I did not make out any sentences.
Okay.
All right, here it comes.
All right.
It is loading.
It is writing.
It is almost on.
It is writing. This is our this is the last one, folks, and enjoy the simple.
Enjoy the simple.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This one is called, aptly or appropriately, The Last Laugh. The scene, a radio studio with JV and Voldo, two radio hosts sitting at their microphones. There's a somber atmosphere in the room. Well, Voldo, I never thought we'd see the day when they'd let us go. It's our last show, buddy.
Yeah, JV, it's a real bummer. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then life fires you. You make jokes.
You've always got a punchline ready, don't you, Voldo? I'm going to miss this banter.
Hey, who needs a job anyway? We can start our own radio station. We'll call it The Unemployed and Unstoppable.
That has a nice ring to it. But hey, at least we don't have to pretend like the boss anymore.
Ooh, remember how our boss used to tell us to be more radio-friendly? I never understood what that meant.
Yeah, apparently being radio-friendly means no more fart sound effects during the morning news, if you know what I mean. Sound effects.
Yeah, and no more impersonating famous celebrities. I guess the world isn't ready for my Elvis Presley impersonation.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Steve Voldo, we have so many talents that go underappreciated.
Where am I? Absolutely. We should put together a one-man show. You do stand-up comedy, and I'll juggle rubber chickens.
It's not in the script, but that's a one-man show?
Just a one-man show.
Perfect. We'll call it JV and Voldo's Spectacular Circus of Unemployment. It'll be a hit.
And if all else fails, we could always become street performers. Picture it, JV and Voldo, the world's funniest homeless duo.
We'd make a killing, Voldo. People would pay us just to see us crack jokes while eating canned beans.
Step right up, folks. Witness the comedic genius of JV and Voldo, two clowns who lost their way.
You know, Voldo, we might not have a job anymore, but at least we still have each other. That's worth more than any radio gig.
Absolutely, JV. We've been through thick and thin, and we'll keep laughing our way through this new chapter.
Heartfelt.
Yeah.
Well, folks, this is it, our last show. Thanks for being the best listeners in the world.
We'll miss you all. And remember, no matter what happens in life, keep smiling and laughing.
Take care, everyone. This is JV and Voldo signing off with one last laugh.
Aww.
Sound of applause and cheers fills the studio as JV and Voldo exit the scene. Remember to add your own comedic timing, gestures, and improvisation to enhance the skit.
Why hasn't it said that
Have
before?
fun. I know, this is the first time. Obviously, it didn't like. They're like, oh, these guys need some pointers.
If they're doing this again.
Chat GPT.
Oh, now I get it. Oh, wow,
my God.
perfect. It's condescending to us. That's not nice.
That was really rude. It's almost like saying, "Nice try, guys." Yeah, good try.
Yeah,
good try. That was nice. Oh, man.
I heard that.
Oh, Fiddy. That's a good one. Mario and Luigi investigate ghosts with JV and Voldo. That would have been a good one. We're gonna have to save those for another night. We'll do this again.
Yeah,
Voldo may be across the continent.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
But we have ways to connect and do these things,
so true.
We can absolutely do this.
Very, very true. Wow.
So
wonderful,
right.
Wonderful.
Have
fun.
you had enough, Voldo?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I have to hit it.
You have to hit it,
Yep.
and you got to say goodbye to everybody. We'll do this again. We won't wait so long.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. Love you all. We'll see you.